I'm not ready. I'm not bloody ready. I'm pissed. I've pissed myself off straight away because I haven't got the audio ready. What an absolute prat. But I am ready. I'm ready. I hope you're ready for this massive game for Manchester United today. I've hit the mute button. That's not a good start. So let's hope we're not going to hit the mute button on Manchester United today. Let's hope we're going to hit the heights of what we need to hit in what is a huge game for Manchester United. Team news is about to come out, of course. And we are ready for what is going to be a huge game. I did have the audio off at the start there. But look, there's a rumoured team. I'm not going to change the team I've got on the left for the moment. There is a rumour that Luke Shaw doesn't start and that Brandon Williams does start. No Luke Shaw at the stadium, apparently, says Sean Turner. So we're not expecting Luke Shaw to start in this game, which is a shame. It is a shame. And, I wish he had been involved. But ultimately, if he's not involved, he's not fit. You go with what you've got. And Brandon Williams is going to have to perform better than he did in midweek. But then again, so is everybody else, because I don't think they've performed particularly well over the last few games either. So, share the load. And do the work, especially. So, it's look, I am nervous. I'm sure a lot of you are nervous, and but I also live in the camp of whatever happens, we are going to get. We're going to have great celebrations tonight, or we're going to have people who are just going to be taking the piss out of us, aren't we? Though, so. That's what's just going to happen. So I choose to be confident. I choose to back my team, and I choose to believe that we will win this game of football, because that is what we've got to do today. We've got to go out there and win a game of football in the obvious sense of the word, and that's what Manchester United must do. So I hope everybody is feeling confident. Well, maybe not confident, but excited. It's 1 a.m. in Australia right now. I'm so pumped. This is like a cup final, says Aidan G, and it is. That's exactly what it is. It is a cup final today. In its easiest sense. That's exactly what it is. And there are other games going on. But I just want to be honest, as the team news comes in the next 2 minutes, I do just want to say this. I have got no interest in what's going on in the relegation battle or what's going on between Chelsea and Wolves. Because I was thinking about this earlier. And what difference does it actually make, Chelsea against Wolves? What difference does it make to us? I mean, the Chelsea result only matters if we lose to Leicester. And in which case, if we lose to Leicester, do we deserve top four anyway? So I'm not interested in Chelsea against Wolves. I'm not interested in the relegation battle. I'm 90 minutes focused on Manchester United. Massive day today, and in the immortal words of ABBA, the winner takes it all. Let's go United, says Joshua Bowwater. And the loser is standing small. That's the hard thing today, isn't it? Had nervous energy all day. Anyone else have it, says United Tillard. I think we've all had it. I think we've all tried to do different things. But look, the players have got to perform today. Unfortunately, there is absolutely no control we have over this game. I wish that we did. I wish that the way that I wish we could have a control over the game. I think, even with fans in the ground, they have a little bit of a control, and we don't have that. So we don't have much control, but they have our feelings in their feet effectively. And look, a lot of people talking about Keith Long, about Maguire to score. It would be great if Harry Maguire was to score, and I hope that he does. But ultimately, I mean, look, are we going to get blood pressure on toast, or are we going to get cruising in the second half? I don't know. I want the game to kick off. This is probably going to be the hardest hour of the last few days, really, because you can go off and you can have a little bit of juggle a ball in your back garden, play a bit of FIFA, whatever, to pass the time. This next hour now is real, isn't it? We've got to attack and go for the win. No back five. Can you do Whole of the Moon to get me and Abby Roberts pumped up for the match, please, says Gareth Woods. If I knew the lyrics, I would, but I don't. Thanks for the super chats that are coming in. Actually looking forward to the match being over, says Lawrence Quinn. Yeah, I'm not drinking till it's over. I'll drink on the match reaction. So, yeah, I'm not going to drink until it's over. But team news is in. And it is the leaked team news. Unfortunately, no Luke Shaw, not even on the bench. So, De Gea, Wan-Bissaka, Lindelof, Maguire, Williams, Matic, Pogba, Bruno, Greenwood, Rashford, Martial. Obviously, I've gone with the Bruno t-shirt today. And the bench consists of Romero, Bailly, Fosu Mensah, Fred, James, Lingard, Mata, McTominay and Ighalo. So no Pereira this week on the bench. It's he's gone with Lingard on the bench today. But no Luke Shaw, which is just It's a big blow, that is. It's not a terminal blow, but I did say Luke Shaw equals top 4, and I think he brings so much to the team that Brandon Williams is going to have to deliver that today. Brandon Williams is going to have to deliver for the team today. So no Luke Shaw, and obviously we've got Brandon Williams playing. So that's just the way it is. You know, you go with what you've got, and look, we can't. What I would say straight away is we can't feel sorry for ourselves about that. I mean, let's be honest here straight away. Leicester City have got no. Not only have they not got their left back, they've got no right back. They've got no Maddison. They haven't got their best centre back. So, you know, Leicester are without 4 players. We cannot be moaning too much about that. I mean, look, I'm a big Luke Shaw fan, as many of you know, and I think we will miss having Luke Shaw today. But it shouldn't be the factor. It shouldn't be the reason we don't win this game. So look, smash a like on the video. Let's see if we can get 5,000 likes before kickoff, and 5,000 likes equals top 4. We haven't got Luke Shaw. So let's get into this jinx shit, and let's do 5,000 likes before kickoff, and let's grab hold of everything we can. Cross your legs, cross your whatever religious things you've got. You know, you do whatever works for you, because we need it today. This is symbolic. The whole Manchester United's future rests on this game, in my opinion, and I won't be changed on that. Iheanacho starts for Leicester. They're coming out swinging, and we should do the same, says Paco. Likes fun. Ordered a Bruno t-shirt. Can't wait for it to come, says McCarlene. It is my favourite t-shirt. I did have to think today about what t-shirt I was going to wear. And yeah, Harvey Ellis says, what is it on? It's on Sky Sports over here. And also Josh Sutton says, everyone seems to be worried about Vardy. Am I silly to think our back 4 can keep him quiet? 3-1 United. I've gone 3-1. I don't know what everybody's score prediction is, but I've gone 3-1. United has easiest run in, so they mess up. It's their own fault, says Ewan Coughlin. And really wished we had Shaw. He has become a core part of this team, but so happy we're not doing a back 5 today, and hope we can go after them from the start, says Daniel Luciano. I think that is the positive. And Joshua Bowwaters, don't watch much of Leicester. Do they usually play a back 5, or is this just for us because of their missing players? Right, okay, let's have a quick look at the Leicester team, because I haven't had time to look at how Leicester line up. They don't normally play a back 4, so back 5. But they may have seen something in the way that we're going to play. So they've got Schmeichel in goal, Justin, Morgan, Evans, Albrighton, Ndidi, Chowdhury, Tillemans, Toz. Well, no, they're not playing a back 5, are they? They've got Justin at right back, Morgan and Evans as the centre backs. Albrighton will be a right winger. Ndidi's a holding midfielder. Chowdhury's a midfielder. Tillemans is a midfielder. Thomas, I don't know much about him. Iheanacho, Vardy. Maybe it is a back 5 then for them, but they might be playing with wing backs, I suppose. But yeah, look, that Leicester team. I don't see a lot on the bench for Leicester, but I do see a starting team that might cause us a few problems. I mean, look, they can cause us problems. I'm not going to pretend that they can't cause us any problems in this game, because they definitely can. But Man United have got to be masters of their own destiny, of course. Listen to BBC Leicester on Friday. Rodgers is up for this game. From all the reports, more so than our man. Can we trust these players? No, they've let us down. Wonder will Rashford and Pogba turn up, says Robert O'Malley. If they don't turn up, may as well not turn up for work tomorrow. I've tweeted that, and I'll say that now. If these players don't turn up today, don't turn up tomorrow, because this opportunity is huge, and I expect them to turn up. Mark, we got this. Love the content. Love from Jamaica. 3-0 to United, says Imran Ellis. And look, you've got to be fearful of the ball over the top, of course you have, but at least we're not playing with a back 5. Justin's a right centre-back, and Albrighton will be a right wing-back, right midfielder. 3-5-2 they are playing, says Callan. I thought they might be when I went through that team again. 3-5-2 by Leicester. Which means that, look, Nana Sapong says he's starting Williams. He's got no choice. Luke Shaw can't play, so he's got no choice. Johnny Evans to score an own goal. Wifey says it on MUTV. United Till I Die says. And Foxes don't mess with devils, says Annihilated. Well, remember, they are the Foxes. And, I don't condone fox hunting, but let's go out and get some fox. 19,000 people watching, says Lord Reptile. Great. Keep watching, tuning in. Smash a like on the video. Subscribe if you're new. We're going for 5,000 likes before kickoff. We're going for bloody everything we can do today. Absolutely everything we can do. I am going to get Flex on in a minute. We need his calming voices. I don't want to be arguing with him at half time. The lineups are confirmed. Same as the league team. Yeah, the league team was right. Liverpool fans saying, "No, your lads will be fine against Leicester. You'll be sound." Yeah. The day I need some Liverpool fans telling me we're going to be okay is not today. It's not today, people. Not today. I don't need it from Liverpool fans. So Luke Shaw, I don't know where he is. I mean, to be fairness, the Luke Shaw thing for me was always a concern, of course. It was obviously it was a bad enough injury to take him off, and it's not even been 2 weeks. So, you know, that is a loss for Manchester United, of course, and we're going to miss Luke Shaw in that game, of course, but I think that we will be okay. What I think is irrelevant. We're going to have to be okay, aren't we? We're going to have to survive. We're going to have to fight. And look, I've said this before. The way that Leicester approach this game is not going to be like any other game. It's going to be a game where Brendan Rodgers will fancy himself as a decent coach. I don't think anybody expects anything different there. I think Brendan Rodgers will back himself, and he will think that he has got the nous to beat Manchester United. Whether he has got that nous or not, I don't know. I think we've got the better players. We should have the better team. And look, I'm hoping that Manchester United will be able to manage this game in a way where they go on the front foot. But I just you've got to respect the game. You cannot predict this game. Well, you can. We can all predict it, but you can't really predict the game in the sense that it's going to go this way, it's going to go that way, because we've never, we've not really been in this situation before, and Leicester certainly haven't. I mean, look, Leicester won a title quite recently, but they've not been in this situation before, and I think that Manchester United are going to have to really just go out from the start and believe in themselves. Yeah, I mean, if they don't do that, then they leave themselves wide open for a Leicester attack, and I don't want to see that happening. Hey Mark, great content all season. Cheers to Flex 2. Let's get this going, says Angie. Liverpool wear the fox hat, says King Monkey, and had to hit the amber nectar as soon as I heard Shaw wasn't in the squad. The nerves are kicking in big time, says Jonathan Matthews. Jay Kumar says Justin very quick to help Morgan, who is slow. However, he's typically a right back, not a right centre back. United should target that area. He's been okay at right back. I mean, he's not Ricardo Pereira. How refreshing is it that we're playing 4 at the back and not 5? Praise to Lord. Let's get third, says Santino Kozala. And we've also had a super chat from Jonathan Matthews, who's also hit. It's the same Jonathan Matthews who's hit the amber nectar. I am trying to get Flex on, but I've gone and done a stupid thing with my computer. I cleared the bloody passwords or something like that. So it's I've got to log in now, which is a pain in the arse. But we'll get there. We'll get there in the end. Win in the end. Let's not sing. I'm gonna win in the end. We'll get in. Right, let's go. Bang. There we go. Let me in. Let me in. Let me in. Let me in. Yes, we're in. That's what United need to do under pressure today. You know, when you've lost your passwords and you're live, don't panic. Just react. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, man.
Good. What do you think of the team?
Yeah, good to see we're not going with the back 5. You listened to Ollie's press conference. He was saying we want to go there to win the game, attack-minded, aggressive, not just trying to sit in there and nick a draw.
Yeah.
And I wanted the team selecting to show that, well, not really selection because we knew the players that probably would play, but the formation. I didn't want to see us try and keep it tight. We didn't do that against Leicester earlier in the season and we beat them. And we shouldn't be having to go to a back 5 to beat Leicester. We need to play our game. And no surprises there. Disappointing that Luke Shaw couldn't quite make it, but it is what it is. Obviously, he would be playing if he could, but it's a blow. But yeah, man, I'm just still so nervous. I mean, I stick to what I said throughout the week, and I'm just not confident of winning the game. I just think it'll be a draw. I think just only by the way we're playing. Of course, we're capable of doing it, and if the players turn up, then we know they can. But just with how we've been playing, my feeling is that this team's just going to continue to stumble over the line. I hope I'm proved wrong, but I just got a feeling it's going to be a draw. And I'll take a draw. I'll just take whatever it takes to get over it. We can, over the line, we can do the inquest afterwards. We can nitpick and look at stuff. I just think that it'll be a draw. I just got a feeling. I hope I'm wrong. A few people in the comments saying, "Oh, so negative, so negative." That's fine. Everyone's entitled to feel how they want to feel. And some people's nerves turns into thriving and turns into actually we're going to batter these. We're going to turn up and we're going to do the job. But I'm just being honest with how I feel. I'll be lying if I was to get on here and say I'm confident we're going to win 3-0 because I'm not. So I'm confident we're going to get the right result.
There you go. We've got a new member, which is Mr. Frederico. Love the name. And Mark, when we talk about the top six, should Leicester replace Arsenal in the top six category? Arsenal are a mid-table club, says Lency. And who is this Thomas in their team? Do you know anything about him? Says Anshima. Well, he's got a high number, so I don't think anybody does. Also, a lot of people going through... Flex going for a draw in this. Jerome T. Rowan says, "Are you nervous? Do you think Havertz will go to Chelsea if they lose?" I could not give. I've got to be honest here. I could not give a shit about Havertz, Jadon Sancho, Jack Grealish, Aston Villa, Chelsea. I don't care. Like, my heart can only deal with one set of stress today, and that's Manchester United. I don't give a toss about. Jadon Sancho could tweet, "I'm on my way," and I'd go, "Piss off, you're muted." I'm not bothered. I really don't care because it's just all about these next 2 hours, isn't it?
It is, man. It was so emotionally charged. I've been nervous since the West Ham game, and probably a little bit of that nervousness from that performance. Although you should put it to bed, it's done, it's dusted. Should have kind of come out of me now, where you kind of refresh yourself and say, "Nah, Bruno will be backfiring, Rash will be backfiring. We got this. It's only Leicester. We'll win the game comfortably." I just don't have that in me right now. I am very nervous. And like I said, in terms of looking at where we are and the fact that we even have to feel this way for top four, says a lot. However, you've got to just deal with this game. 90 minutes of pure stress. I think it's going to be uncomfortable. I think it's going to be nervy. And God help us if it's 85th minute, 0-0, things like that. So I just want to see us. Play on the front foot and be positive and try and win the game. Score first. I think we'll be fine. The longer it goes at 0-0, obviously, you just get worried and anything can happen. A dodgy refereeing decision, a lucky own goal. Just put ourselves in a position where not only is it in our own destiny because of the results that we can get, but in terms of inside the 90 minutes, put it to bed. You know what I mean? Can you turn up, go all at it first half, get yourself an early goal, get yourself a first half goal. Let Leicester come out second half being 1-0 down, 2-0 down. Can we do that? That's the question.
Best of luck to you in the chat and United today. As you know, I'm a neutral. I'm actually nervous, as the Royal Mail X. And welcome to Victoria Langer and SR, latest members of the club. Appreciate that. Thanks for joining. You can do that by clicking the joining button. Jordan Such is in the house. He says, "Hi Mark, fair play to Wally for not playing a back five, but it's amazing we seem to do what we go for, a win today, yet we seemed happy for a point at home to West Ham." And look, that's the thing as well, isn't it? It's Pogba and Bruno got to be fluid, says Wayne Rooney. Matic at the back taking less touches, just hold the midfield. And do we have a Mike Dean with the whistle tonight? Leicester may as well field 12 players. I'm out of Bourbon. Where's the mouthwash? So damn nervous getting United. I mean, and Bruno has never lost a Premier League match, says even Drago. Look, there's a lot of this floating about. Like, Leicester haven't beaten any top six side this season. Bruno's not lost a game in the Premier League. There's all sorts of stats, but it's 11 against 11.
Nothing.
Yeah, it doesn't mean anything, does it? And as you said there, if this goes into the last 5 minutes and it's a draw, Leicester will play one at the back and they will they'll go for it, and United won't. United won't play one at the back. United will try and defend it.
Consolidate. Yeah, exactly.
I want us winning this game with 20 minutes to go. I don't want it level with 20 minutes to go, because any manager, even I, with 20 minutes to go, would say, right, we've got to protect what we've got now, and then it becomes very, very dangerous. And look, I can only be as honest as I can be. There is a scenario where we lose this game today, and it's not far-fetched. So we've got to game manage it. We've got to get out there. Obviously, no Luke Shaw, not even on the bench. So Brandon Williams again at left back. I don't think Perez is starting for Leicester though, so that's
no, he's not.
So he's going to be up against Albrighton as a wing back. So that actually may be a little bit better.
Might help him. Yeah, it might be. I mean, the thing is as well, they've got the two up front, which they've got to go for it, and I think the five at the back probably becomes, because obviously they've got so many injuries to the team. But it's a weird one, because normally a five at the back, the way we've been playing, you think we might struggle to break them down because we haven't been at it for the past 3 games. And it would be slow and lethargic. But that would probably suit us. If Leicester want to be penned in and we can't break them down and stuff, then the more for them. They have to win this game. Do you know what I mean? So although they're in the back five, yes, they may look to play on the break, but I still think they'll be pressing. I still think they'll have high energy. I don't think I'm almost certain that they're not just going to be sitting there camped in a half, just waiting for an opportunity. Brendan Rodgers doesn't seem like that type of man. He's not that type of manager. And like I said, they have to win the game. That's not good enough. If it was the other way around, then yeah, we could have seen that, and then it would have been a problem for us in terms of them camping in and them trying to hit us on a break. But don't be fooled by that back five. They're not just going to sit there. They're going to press us. I think they'll be at it from the off. Yeah, it might be a bit cagey in the first 15, 20 minutes, but we have to be at it. We have to earn the right to play and make them nervous. Make them nervous. We have to be getting in on the front foot. We have to be getting runs off the ball and putting them under pressure.
Ritesh says, going to be a Pogba and Bruno show tonight. Pogba will want to shut a ball. He blamed him for West Ham. Bruno knows he hasn't been his best recently. I mean, what I would say to that is, Bruno, Pogba didn't really react to giving the penalty away in the second half against West Ham, did he? And that's what the haters would say. Nicholas has said, I'm absolutely bricking it for this game, but this is the kind of stakes we love to play for. Don't let us down. I think that's the key message. Gary Neville just saying on Sky, if we sign Sancho, move Greenwood into number 9 position and move Martial on. Totally disagree. Your opinion. Did he genuinely say that? I can't imagine Gary Neville has said that before this game. I think that's a wind-up from Maria. It's my birthday today. I pray the boys win it. I can't celebrate it yet because of this game. Good job as usual, says JJ Okocha. Happy birthday to him, and happy birthday to Chaps, who plays for the United Stand
happy birthday,
team.
mate.
It's his birthday today as well. Luke Game Batube says, if this game gets tasty with 5 to go, we need to use Agarlo to full effect. Let him hold the ball in the corner. Play to his strength. Come on, United. Hayden Hammond, thanks for the super chat. And Joe Pedro says, hey Mark, today's my birthday. To Portugal is red. Let's go Bruno. Let's go Manchester United. O nosso Português magnifico. There you go. I probably didn't do it any favours there, Joe, but happy birthday to you as well. Love the show. Can you call my mate Sean a Pratt? Also 2-1 United goals from Martial and Greenwood, says Mr. Pip. Well, Sean, you're a Pratt, according to your mate there. But please smash a like on the video. We've got nearly 5,000. We feel that is a superstition thing if we get 5,000. But keep smashing a like on the video. And make sure you subscribe if you're new. We're on the road to 765,000. We could do that today. So please subscribe if you're new. Bottom right-hand corner. Get involved with the channel. We've got player ratings, which will be voted for by you in the second half. We'll have fan cams as usual with Flex. Match reaction. We'll be having a party tonight, or we'll be having a wake. One of the two. There is no... Actually, that's very, very important. I mean, Dracula says the players have got no excuses tonight other than winning and delivering. Losing isn't Ollie's fault. He put the team out there. And are Leicester playing a back three? Yes, they are, Aaron Schumer. And not joking, Mark, he was giving out saying if he took Martial 4 years to get to this level and Greenwood is doing his first year, says Maria Doyle. I'll find out whether that Gary Neville thing is actually true, but the previous comment there about the players having no excuses, they have that's a very, very true point, is it? They've got to go out there and deliver today, because if they don't, we're in a different world tomorrow.
100%. This is the difference between progress and regression. Do you know what I mean? Or staying static and not moving anywhere. I just feel that it's on such a fine knife edge, and you can look at the positives, which is, all the things that Ollie's done and what he's changed around, and players playing out their skins and getting good numbers, and us being 14 points off and managing to get into this position. All those things are true, but right now the only thing that matters is a win. Well, is a draw or a win. It's getting into the top 4. That's the only thing that matters. If we don't do it, it changes the summer we have, I think. It changes the type of targets we're going to have. It changes us financially. We already know the financial implications of not getting into the top 4. All of that's real. It will happen. It changes. There's a lot of questions at Ollie in terms of how much he's kicking us on. I get that. There's just going to be a huge, huge inquest, and it will feel like such a kick in the teeth that a lot of the progress will just get questioned unfairly. Do you know what I mean? It's like it's almost like Ollie deserves this to put the final cherry on the cake, to say, just look how much he's kicked us on. Look at the progress we've made. We all said at the beginning of the season, 5th or 6th, he'll do best. And that was with everybody fit. He hasn't had that, and he's managed to get us into this position with Bruno. But I tell you what, not getting into it from here, it just feels like it's going to be catastrophic. And I know some people might say that's an overreaction, and fair play, that's your opinion. But for me, to not get into it from this position is catastrophic.
It is. It is. I mean, look, I've just been checking. There is some comments about Gary Neville, and basically said that number 9 shirt Mason Greenwood in the next season to a season and a half. Look, I think that with that all I would say to that is I've obviously got respect for Gary Neville. He's a legend of Manchester United Football Club, but Roy Keane is my idol, and he's spoken nonsense. He has. I'm sorry, he has. I didn't like what he said about De Gea, and I didn't like what he said about the Luke Shaw injury, but I've got total respect for him. He's a United legend, but I don't have to hang off his every word. And I think in relation to Gary Neville, he just, for whatever reason, has never warmed to Anthony Martial the way he warms to people like Lingard and Rashford. So I think that Anthony Martial's our number 9, and if you don't get that, be quiet. We don't, he is the number 9. He's to me this season, he's proven himself factually, statistically, and if you're watching, because it's not all about goals and assists, that he is one of the best number 9s in the Premier League, and I hope that today he proves that again, because he's our number 9. He's, maybe Martial does dislodge Martial, maybe Greenwood does dislodge Martial, but Martial will dislodge Rashford. So,
and that's the thing. That's the thing there. I think, look, it's easy to look at. I'm seeing some of the comments here on Twitter that he's obviously clearly said it. It's going around, doing the rounds. I think Greenwood, will take the number 9 spot in the next 12 to 18 months. If you actually, I know we want to get defensive, and I get that, but if you actually think about it, Ollie is saying how good a number 9 he is.
Yeah.
How much goals he's going to score. He's our best finisher at the club. But then if you're looking at it, if he does get the number 9 shirt, exactly, then where's Martial going to go? Because I'm pretty sure he kind of slots into the left. But it isn't about that now. It isn't about who's better, who's this, who's that. We just need to get through this game. Like I said, the inquest can come in the next 4 weeks. It can come in the next 12 months. I get that. That's fine. But I think where Gary Neville's going with that is like, Mason is that good. He probably will have to end up playing there. But look, if we do get a Sancho and Mason has to play through the middle, then you're right. It just strengthens the left hand side. It's a good problem to have. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and look, at the end of the day, I don't actually agree that those. It's nice to actually wander off for a minute because I don't want to be thinking about. I don't want to be thinking about the game too much, although it's getting very, very close. But again, I just think with Mason Greenwood, I'm very defensive of Greenwood in that sense that people overhype him anyway. I've said he can be anything he wants to be, but this whole he'll kick Martial out of the team or whatever it's the message is there. I just don't think it's helpful for anybody. It's not helpful for Anthony Martial to hear that. It's not helpful for Mason Greenwood to hear that. He's 18 years of age. Lots of things can go right for him and lots of things can go wrong for him. So I always say, I said this morning on the chart show, I don't really get this whole Martial better than Rashford better than Martial, Greenwood better than Rashford argument. They're all Manchester United players.
Exactly. Just be happy we got them.
Yeah, definitely. Let's have a look what people are saying in the super chats. Thank God Johnny Evans is playing because deep down we all know he's a Red, says Ben. I think he'd quite fancy playing in the Champions League next year, though.
Listen, good defender, mate. Good defender.
He is. Matic needs to control this game. He can slow us down and speed us up. A lot of pressure is on him, says Mike. Owen Cushnan, the latest member of the United Stand Members Club. And so Leicester is playing the same tactic that played by Chelsea on the FA Cup semi-final to try and press us in our own half. But the difference is, Anshamar, that Manchester United are not playing a back 5 themselves. Mike says, nothing Neville the legend said was wrong. He's just stating that in the near future, Greenwood on current form will displace Martial as number 9. But Mike, I don't want to get into this, but I am not comfortable with that message at all.
Martial's got 20 goals.
On current form, Mason Greenwood will dislodge Anthony Martial. What a load of crap. What games are these people watching? Like, Martial isn't playing bad. He was number 1 in the chart show this week. Like, he is consistently probably our best player since lockdown. In fact, he is. Because even Greenwood's not played that well. Martial's our best player. Do you not think that's wrong for somebody to be saying in the next year he's going to get dislodged by a young up-and-coming talent? I think it's totally wrong. I think put some respect on Martial's name. I mean, look, if Greenwood dislodges Martial, I'm not saying he can't do that, but what an achievement that would be. And I'm telling you, Martial doesn't go to the bench for bloody Rashford or Dan James or anybody. So that's what I'm saying is I don't get why we always have to have. And we know where these agendas come from. It always seems to come from the same places in relation to Anthony Martial. Just give him some bloody respect. I think he's deserved it. Some people have called him lazy for years. They said he's got a bad attitude. Over the last season, He's been absolutely perfect, and I've not heard enough of those people coming out saying brilliant, absolutely superb, exactly what we want. I don't get it. I really don't. But thanks for everybody taking us away from the match for a minute, because it's nice to forget about the match. Mark my words, Pogba will shine today. He was made for these games, says Nick P. Well, he's played World Cup finals, hasn't he, Flex? That's a good point.
Yeah, he has to show up today, man. No mistakes out of him today. I feel like I'm not picking on Pogba, but before each game, I do kind of have a little Pogba mention to say, I hope he does this well, I hope he does this well. And obviously, he went from kind of bad to worse against West Ham. He wasn't at the races, but I don't know. The last 3 games, he's just looked a little leggy. Do you know what I mean? A friend of mine said to me the other day, and he made me think. He goes, I don't know what you think, but since Pogba's come back, he just off injury, he just looks a bit bigger. He's probably been hitting the weights and that. He just didn't think he looked as sharp, even though he was playing well on the ball. In terms of his mobility, he just thought he lost that a little bit. And I kind of thought about it. I was like, he might have a little point there. Maybe he has put on a little bit in terms of, probably you can imagine Pogba working super hard when he couldn't run. Maybe he has put on a little bit on the upper body. But having said all that, he's just got to do the basics well. If Pogba does the basics well, we can control the midfield along with Matic. He's just got to do the basics well. He's too good not to.
And of course, this guy, as he rubs his breasts, Bruno on my breasts. He's massively important today. He's not played well, has he?
He has to step it up as well. He has to step it up, man. He will know. He will know that he hasn't played well in the last 3 games. I'd probably say he ain't been at his best, especially in particular West Ham. But we know what he's all about. He keeps going, he keeps trying things, he keeps doing his thing, man. So it will come off.
Why do you think it's going to be a draw? There's a lot of people in the live comments saying that. Why do you think it's going to be a draw? Because that, to me, suggests that you think that these players are not going to deliver. They're not. They're going to bottle it to a certain extent. I mean, look, it could be a 4-4 classic, and you just go, what a game. I mean, match of the day tonight. I love last match of the day. Because it's everyone's plays at the same time, and they'll be doing minute 1 here and minute there. But I won't watch match of the day if we blow this.
Of course not. Of course not. The reason I think it's a draw is because of the way we're stumbling over the line. It would be a pleasant surprise, but it would really surprise me if we just upped it and dispatched of Leicester easily. I really would. The last 3 games just showed me that they're running out of gas a little bit. They're running out of confidence a little bit. They're just not quite at it, which we haven't been losing games, by the FA Cup semi-final. That's fine. We've been just scraping along, and this wouldn't, surprise me that we just scrape it again. Liv Custom says get Flex off. He's annoying. That's fine. And that's great if you're thinking we're going to win 4-0, and hopefully we do. Hopefully we do. But you can't tell me that with the last 3 games. You don't see any air of any air of caution, and you think that we're at it. I just don't see that. I'm just going to be honest about that. I'm not going to come on here blindly and say, "Oh, don't worry about it. We'll win that 3-0." You're just chatting shit if you think that.
I think we'll win 3-0.
Well, you're just chatting shit. No, I'm joking. But I just feel like I think anybody who's kind of got a little bit of doubt in terms of getting the win. I'm not saying I don't think we'll get the right result. I just think it's justified with the last 3 games we've been playing, and any time the pressure has really been on this side. So hopefully I'm proved wrong, and we smash them. Do you know what I'm saying? We've got the players to do it. We can do it, but I'm just going to be honest.
Definitely. Nothing wrong with honesty, especially in relation to opinion. Let's have a quick look at what people are saying then. Let me close that down and that down. Okay, so Mark, can you wait a hot minute and please ask Flex if he finally understands what system defender is? Because I still don't. While he's at the wheel, says Vitali.
I'm still looking in the dictionary for what that means, mate. System. You have to ask Saeed. Well, there's no point asking Saeed because he tries to explain and you still don't have a clue what he means by system defender. But I'm still trying to learn what that means.
Mike says, all I meant was Greenwood's current form is an indication of his potential to surpass Martial in the future. No disrespect to Martial. I hope he continues his great form. I disagree, Mark. I don't think... How can you predict anything? I think you go... I don't think you can predict what Greenwood's going to be. He can be anything he wants to be, but to say he's going to be better than Martial disrespects somebody who's been our best player since lockdown. Mark, you should have worn Pogba's shirt today. Maybe that main previous game, says David Dean. Or Pogba's shirt's dangerous. Will we be singing Waterfall today, says King Monkey. I hope so. And lads, would you have thought Fred may have been a better choice than Matic due to the fast movement Leicester like to play midfield, says Jared McCormack. CW, I worry about Lindelof against Iheanacho. Think if he drops onto him, he'll physically bully him. Need to focus on attack, take the game away from Leicester City. I mean, look, in relation to the centre-backs, that is a good point. They've got Jamie Vardy, who's quick, and they've got Iheanacho, who is also quick. And well, not particularly quick, but he is mobile, and we've got our two centre backs who could potentially cause us a problem. So how are you feeling about that?
Look, Matic's job is hugely important in screening them. Them playing two up top is a typical Leicester thing to do, especially with them in this position. But again, like I said, just because they're playing with the 5, them two up front are going to work tirelessly, and they will look to get at Lindelof and Maguire. Vardy more so, obviously, in the channels with probably Iheanacho playing slightly off him and coming a little bit deeper. But Iheanacho's a clever player. He's got good touch. He looks after the ball well. He can finish as well. He's a decent striker, and we know all too much about Vardy. So the importance of Matic is going to be is key, because when we are in possession and we are going forward, when they do catch us if they do catch us on the counter, you've got Vardy and Iheanacho looking to isolate or go 1-on-1 against our centre back. So there's not going to be one spare. So Matic is going to have to create a spare at a lot of times. So yeah, it's very key. And in relation to Fred, would he be in a better situation? I mean, look, time will tell, because the way the game goes, if we look like we need more legs in there, I would turn to Fred. But give Matic the chance. I think he's still our best player in that position. If he keeps it simple, like you said, about not taking too many touches and giving the ball quickly and setting us on the attack. But one thing with Matic is that he won't just play a forward pass for the sake of it. I know we do get annoyed with him because he might take too many touches, but he does that rather than trying to play and give it away, which can lead to problems. I get it, by setting us off in the wrong way, but he'd rather make sure he don't give it away rather than try something. That's just how he is.
These boys know how important the game is, says FIFA Crazy. Momentum will be on our side, and I'm predicting a 4-2 win. If United win, will you do a Swansea-Brentford watch-along after? No. And old Brownie, I won't. I love you, Mark, but I disagree. I'm not disrespecting Martial, but pointing out the potential of Greenwood continuing to improve to one day become our number 9. Well, that's fine. Okay, you've changed your... Well, not changed your opinion. You've clarified your position. That's fine. But I just don't think it's a conversation for today. I don't. We need a high tempo today. Wing swapping, runs in behind. When we create space, we tear teams apart, says Josh D. Joseph Zam, Gary Neville did say we will win the title before Liverpool again. He does get a lot wrong, is my point, says Joseph Zam. Mark, can you say you are mad for it? Well, mad for it is an Oasis thing, who are Man City fans, aren't they? So don't.
It's also a Kevin and Perry thing as well.
Yeah, mad for it. Make sure you subscribe if you're new. Bottom right hand corner, we've got nearly 30,000 watching, and we're not even in kick-off yet. In fact, I do need a stretch, and I have got me United Stand merch on. I don't think you can get these anymore, but I just needed some comfy pants today, and I've got them on, and I've had a stretch. Luke Shaw is out till September, says Abdul, which is a shame, isn't it? Well, that doesn't surprise me on Luke Shaw.
Out till when?
Apparently he's out till September.
Oh, yeah, it looked like a bad twist, man. It looked like, obviously, ligament damage.
I think if there was any way, he would have played today. So, yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, he probably just... And with Luke Shaw, with how injury-prone he can be, hey, none of that, Maguire. I don't care about that. None of that shaking hands stuff.
They all do it, don't they? Yeah.
Nah, he's got to do it.
We need Harry the Tiger, Eye of the Tiger. That's what we need. He's shaking hands with Captain Morgan. Is he the captain anymore?
Yeah, he must be. Well, it might be when he plays, yeah.
I'll tell you what, though. I mean, just to everybody. I mean, can you shout out my girlfriend, Christina? She's a United good luck charm, and she's tuning in today, says Stephen Alexander 8. It's funny, actually, because my family are all upstairs watching the match today as well. So, they were going to go down the park, and they've said, we're going to watch it. So I've sent them upstairs.
Pressure.
Mark, are we getting top 10 Man United players of the season chart show? And well done on the 10k flex, says Kevin SP. Yes, we are.
Nice one. Thanks for that, Kevin.
But look, I tell you, I mean, I don't want to... We won't get this opportunity again. We're 25 minutes away from kickoff, so we won't get this opportunity again. And I do want to say that, look, if we do this, it's a massive release and everybody's celebrations. And look, I'm not going to do the match reaction straight away if we win, because I think I just want to take it in for the 15-20 minutes after full time and just enjoy it rather than going straight into a player reaction, because it's different. And but the whole point of if, and I'm saying if, I'm not saying we will, I'm saying if we do this, because I totally respect the fact that we might not. It just depends how the players turn up. But if we don't do this, we'll be sat looking at this time going, if only. So it's a weird time before kickoff, because once it kicks off, it's going to fly by. It's going to be emotional. It's going to be tense. This next 24 minutes before kickoff is the last time we're going to know, with relative calmness, and I'm not saying anyone is calm, the uncertainty of what's going to happen. And all I'm saying is at 6 o'clock, if we've fucked it up, then, and I'm sorry, but that's what it is. Foxed it up, because they're the Foxes, aren't we? So we'll have foxed it up with 0 fox given. Well, there'll be a lot of fox given, really. I'm saying fox because they're the Foxes, not the F-U-C-K word. It's going to be very, very difficult. It's going to be very difficult to come back. And look, and if Luke Shaw's out till September, then he's not going to be part of the Europa League, is he? So let's get this bloody top 4 done, because I think beating a weakened Leicester side without our first choice left back is going to be easier than going into the Europa League without our first choice left back, trying to beat teams like Inter Milan and things like that. So there you go. Couple of super chats, then I'll come back to you. Why all the Martial hate from people today? Give it your head a shake. He's quality. Be happy we have a good attacking option, says Jonathan Matthews. It's agendas, isn't it? Mainstream media agendas. Mark, you have an agenda for Martial and Shaw. Greenwood is already much better. Every striker in the top 6 is better than Martial. You overrate him. Who are you? I don't even know who you are, Alex. Alex, who are you?
Let him draw you out. Stop letting him draw you out.
I don't even know who he is. I've never heard of him before. It's just a super chat from somebody who's not even a United fan. So Mike says, can you shout out my mate Tyler Kelly with the Jesse celebration? Would make his day. Also, hi Flex, love your videos. Who's your favourite Tekken character? Says the Royal Mail Flex.
Paul.
I don't even play it. Mark, please do an end of season chart show. We're going to do that, Dominic Ashton. And let's have it 3-0 Martial, Greenwood and Bruno. Well, look, I do want to spend a few minutes, but you can certainly start with this, Flex. And we are live on Twitch, by the way. We've got over 1,000 people watching there. We can definitely get third place as YNCA Gamer. Would you take a draw, guys? Says Morgs wannabe 2020. Don't be a Morgs wannabe. Be your own person. Don't be a Morgs wannabe. And how hasn't Solskjaer dropped out De Gea yet? Says, well, I don't think that was ever going to happen.
Nah, yeah, that's never going to happen.
But, well, you think it's going to be a draw, but give us some positivity going into this game, or can't you summon any up?
No, look, listen, there is positivity. At the end of the day, we've still picked our best team, which we know what they're capable of doing when they're at it. And they are, able to play well. I'm not saying that. The positivity is that Leicester have to come at us. I think that will help us. I think they'll leave gaps in their back 5. I think the fact that they have got so many players missing as well will go in our favour. It has to. I did think Ryan Bennett was.
They have had a week off as well. I mean, I don't want to interrupt you, but they have had a week off, and he'll have been working on this formation all week as well. So that's an advantage.
Yeah, true. That's an advantage for them. But Wes Morgan hasn't played a hell of a lot of football. I'd expect Martial to kind of, get at him and twist him up. To be honest. That's it really in terms of that. And the positivity is that we've got 2 options of results. It's a lot harder task for Leicester than it is for us, and that's not being disrespectful. It's just a fact. So that's the positivity. I don't want to call it negativity, but the realism side of it is just obviously how we've been playing, and but we haven't been losing games. That's another positive. We're not used to losing. We're used to maybe crawling over the line or little lapse in concentration. But even when we've gone 1-0 down and things like that, we've been scoring goals to get back into it and get something out of the game. Do you know what I mean? So this team isn't a team that's in bad form in terms of they're losing games and not picking enough, not getting anything out of games. It's a team that's just frustrated us because we feel that they should have been getting even more.
Yeah,
that's how good they are. Do you know what I mean? So that's the positivity. The fact that we're not losing games and that when we are conceding goals, we're still creating chances. Maybe not so much so against West Ham, but we still created that chance to score, which the players on the pitch are all capable of doing because they're that good. That's the positivity.
Welcome to Garke, latest member of the United Stand Members Club on YouTube. You can do that by clicking the join button. You get a badge next to your name, and we've got access. There's 3 new emojis now, which is great.
Ollie's gone with a suit, Mark. He's gone with a suit.
Yeah,
he knows.
Get your suit on.
No. Yeah.
Josh Sutton says your Yoshimito joke on the match ratings that made me laugh so hard a bit of pee came out, says Josh Sutton. Oh, thanks, Josh. A win or draw gets us top 4. That's 66. Oh, I don't need this mojo. I can't be doing with these probabilities.
No,
66%.
I don't like all this math stuff, mate. No,
All it takes is one ball over the top. Vardy scores. What's your probability then? Saverio Hans, latest member of the United Stand Members Club, and Dara O'Brien. If United win, I'm going to run down to the pub in the nip. Come on, United 3-0. I've got beer in the fridge. That's where it is for me. I can't touch it until we've done it. I don't want to be drinking before in case we don't do it. And I can only imagine what Ricky's reaction would be if we win with Matic scoring the screamer to make it 2-1 in the 90th minute. Come on, you Reds. I told you! I bloody told you! He was on at me the other day. I made the mistake of replying to Ricky because he was trying to defend Matic, and I said, with all due respect, Ricky, it might have been tactical, but he did take too many touches. And no, have you watched it again, Mark? Because actually, he doesn't. He plays some really good passes, and I'm like, well, you must have edited it because I know for a fact he took too many touches in that game. But look, he's got to have a good game. Bruno's got to have a good game. Welcome to James Gums 007, latest member of the club. Thank you for joining. Please subscribe if you're new on YouTube. We are only about 200 subscribers away from 764,000. I think we could get 765 today. So subscribe if you're new. Bottom right hand corner. You're very welcome. Always live and interactive on the United Stand. We will be live with fan cams, match reactions, and all sorts. And the transfer window opens tomorrow. But that's tomorrow. That's tomorrow. And if you're watching on Twitch, make sure you give us a follow because we're getting close to 10,000 on there as well. Thank you very much. United Till I Die says the first 15 to 20 minutes will decide what players has turned up. Let's hope it's the true Manchester United players. And if Ollie wins, I'd want to sleep with him as a thank you, says Heathy. And unrelated but respect to David Silva, revivals aside, he's been a great player. Joshua Bowwater. Can I just say, Joshua, about David Silva? Could not give a fox. Could not give a fox. Because the Leicester are called the Foxes. But I don't care about David Silva. I don't care about Jadon Sancho. I don't care about transfers. We're 18 minutes away from the biggest game we've had in the last 7 years, bar the Europa League final. And I don't want to be talking about... like somebody said, are you dual screening so you can watch Chelsea Wolves? Why do I want to watch Chelsea Wolves? There's no result. There's no result. It only matters if we lose to Leicester. And if we lose to Leicester, I won't be able to turn the telly on anyway because I'll throw it on the floor. If I get a message saying it's fine, we're there anyway, I'll still be fuming. If we get top 4 because we lose to Leicester and Chelsea lose to Wolves, I don't think I'll be there cracking open the champagne then. I think I'll just be like, oh my God. So, yeah, it's the final countdown. The Hardy Way is the latest member of the club, and days like this, I'm so glad we have the United Stand. Been here since 50,000 subscribers. Yeah, I've got to give a shout out to everyone who's watching because it does make a very, very, very big difference having the interaction on a game like this. But there is Jamie Vardy in the race for Golden Boot. Flex. He's got 23, Ings 21, and Aubameyang. He could get a hat trick against Watford. You never know, but. He is the danger man. And, look, it's a horrible situation for United because Leicester are just in that position where they've got nothing to lose, really. All right, they've been in the top 4 since August, which is amazing, really. And they fell out with 2 games to go. But they wouldn't have been expecting Champions League football. And they're not. They're underdogs in this anyway. So they're back to being what they want to be, the underdogs.
Yeah, essentially, but I do feel that Brendan Rodgers would have changed that mentality within that bunch of players. I think their fans might be able to think like that because they wouldn't have thought it. But I genuinely believe that Brendan Rodgers is a good manager, man. I think that he would have had them boys thinking, I tell you what, you guys would have failed if you were 14 points in the Champions League spots in third for pretty much all season. And he didn't make it. Yeah, on TV, he'll be like, look, at the end of the day, we fell short and I'm disappointed. We go again next year, all that crap. But make no mistake, he'll be fuming. I don't think he'll be saying to them, the pressure's on United because, we're only Leicester and, they've won the league more recently than we have. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, he will want to try and put a bit of big team mentality into them if he wants to kick them on. And that won't come from him saying, well, the pressure's more on them because, we weren't supposed to be here anyway. At least we definitely got Europa. He won't be saying that. So I see why you say that, and I see why we can think like that. But I don't think he's saying that to the players. I think they'll be hungry, and I think they're going to feel the pressure. I think they're going to want to be at us and win the game because those players as well who have been, in that position for so long, they're going to want it. They're going to want it bad. They're going to want it bad. Do you know what I mean? So hopefully we can keep on there.
We've got loads of members. Thanks for joining. We've got Sean Lee, The Hardy Way, and Rupin, and I think I've shouted out some of these as well. James Gums as well. Was had a super chat from Druv G. He says, great content, great community. Do you think we need an investment in the left back position? Williams is not a replacement. There's a lad from Amsterdam. I mean, look, again, I'll be polite to you. It's irrelevant in the next 2 hours what we do and what we don't need. Tuning in from across the pond, says Trent Lazar. Love the channel and come on United. Welcome to Zach Jones, latest member of the United Stand Members Club. Tottenham won against Leicester by hitting on the counter. Just saying, sometimes tactics can work. And Luke Waters says, could be our turning point here. Massive, massive game. This is what it's all about. Got to be a nice bottle of whiskey to ease the nerves. Cheers, lads. Big up United Stand from down under, says James Gums. I just think it's very dangerous to go into this game thinking, let's hit them on the break. Because if you do that and it doesn't work, you've lost your chance, haven't you? Farhan says that neither team can rely on Wolves. No, but look, if Wolves did beat Chelsea and United and Leicester draw, Chelsea are not in the top 5. So, sorry, Chelsea are not in the top 4. Chelsea won't lose to Wolves. They won't allow that to happen. So that means that we've got to avoid defeat to Leicester as well. So it's as simple as that. I think they're going to press us, says Bunter 75-1. They will press Wan-Bissaka after watching the Chelsea game. If Chelsea are losing at half time, do you see either United or Leicester pushing for anything other than a draw?
No. You can't. None of them are going to give a crap.
We lost a bloody title. We lost the title in stoppage time. Man City were losing going into stoppage time. They scored 2 goals. You can't game manage. You can't even game manage with 5 minutes to go. So you definitely can't do it at half time.
Do your own shit. Just get the game won. We'll get the result we need.
A draw will get us Champions League football, Roy, because Leicester won't be able to go above us if we draw. Draw or win, and Man United are there. Charlie Ham says, Timo. You're on the wrong channel, mate. Surely Chelsea have got a fan channel that you can watch them lose to Wolves. But we've also got Craig Kalamai says, I think we will see a world-class game from Martial with a pair of goals and a big win today. Score first and score early, and the win is ours. And I think that's the big thing I would take away from this game. Shout out from Australia. Love the Flex and KG show, says Rye92. I think that's the big thing from this game that I would take away is that, look, we've all seen United in recent weeks and it's not been fantastic. But look at the team that we've got. Bruno Fernandes, for me, is only second to Kevin De Bruyne as a creator and as an attacking midfielder. Martial and Rashford have got great synergy, and they're also 2 fantastic players. Mason Greenwood is without doubt the best teenager in the English game at the moment. Paul Pogba can be one of the best midfielders. Matic has been very, very good as well. Sod the back 4. I think the back 4 and the goalkeeper can play well as well. But that front 6... are we really going to see them not turn up again? And even if, we've never seen not all of them turn up as well. Like you were saying, Flex, Martial and Greenwood have played well against West Ham, even if the others didn't. So you're almost, the odds are surely in our favour because you can't talk tiredness because it's such an opportunity. You can't talk about tiredness. And are we really going to see the likes of Bruno, Pogba, Rashford, Matic have 4 bad games in a row, or 3 games in a row? So
I don't know, mate. I hope not.
I'm just going to go to the toilet because I'm a little bit nervous, and leave you with the live comments for a moment, if that's okay.
Yeah.
I thought I could.
Nervous one.
I thought I could get through, but it's going to be a long couple of hours. So I want to have an empty. Well, you know what? I'll be back in a moment.
Yeah. Guys, you know what to do with your 1s and 2s. Let's take in bets. I've laid it, the gentleman at the back. Is it going for a 1? Is he gone for a 2? Let me know in the comments which one is it that he's gone for. I'm going to obviously guess a number 2, given the severity and the importance of this match today. You lot are out of order. But listen, I keep talking about it, and I have done almost in every single game since we've started playing poorly. But the start of this game is going to be absolutely massive. I think Mark's typed there. He's gone for a number 3, so he's gone for both. But the start of this game, man, is massive. I think we have to settle well. We have to play on the right foot. We can't allow them to just be confident. Do you know what I mean? Confident in the first 20 minutes of the game. I'm fed up of seeing us start badly. Do you know what I mean? We've done the same thing against West Ham. Up into the drinks break. Drinks breaks came and then we were crap. Do you know what I mean? After that, so I just don't like it. Ayabamori says, thank you, Flex. By the way, love the Flex and KG show. Big yourself up. And loads of you guys are nervous. I keep seeing you lot saying you're nervous in the comments as well. And look, you're entitled to be nervous. Don't let someone say to you, "Oh, you're not a proper fan. You don't back the team. You're not going to win." At the end of the day, the evidence so far has suggested why we should be nervous and have every right to feel nervous. But I'm confident we're going to get the right result. That's the difference. I don't think we'll lose the game. I don't think we'll lose the game. We know
There's a lot of people waiting for us to lose it, though, isn't there? I was just thinking that when I was.
100%. There are loads of people waiting for us.
There'll be certain mans there not even watching their game, really, because it's irrelevant.
100%.
They'll be doing a watch-along for their game, but they won't really be watching it. They're going to be more focused on what we're doing, without a shadow of a doubt. Yeah,
100%. And we want to be able to finish this day puffing out our chests at least. Shut some of the haters up and more importantly though, enjoy it with our own fans and actually look back and say, you know what, Ollie, I tell you what, mate, if you'd have said at the start of the season, no matter how it happened, you'd finish third and be on course for Europa League. Tell you what, you can't say fairer than that. But we're 90 minutes away from it, so we'll see.
Please subscribe if you're new. Bottom right hand corner, we're 30 subscribers away from 764,000, which would be great. So please subscribe if you're new. Bottom right hand corner for that. Also, a lot of people getting nervous now. Just a reminder, I went 3-1 to Manchester United. I think we've got the quality players and they are going to deliver today. What did you go for, Flex?
I went with a 1-1.
1-1. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with nothing wrong with not backing your team and thinking they're going to underachieve.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with just having a gut feeling and choosing to go with it instead of lying to the people. All about original and proper content. You know, being truthful to the followers and the viewers. And that's what I'm doing. I'm letting them know how I truly feel instead of lying.
Yeah. He just doesn't trust the team. Which is, you know, to be fair, you know, I'm just choosing to be positive because I actually agree with what you're saying, because we've seen United go on good runs and then we've seen them have a couple of bad results and not be able to recover. In fact, this is exactly what happened when Ollie got the job. He had 3 good months. We looked unbeatable. Then we had a few bad results and we could never get it back again. So it could happen. And look, let's not, unfortunately, underestimate Leicester. They've had a whole week off. They're playing a new system. It's a cup final for them. And the bad thing about football is it's littered with these types of things where somebody is favourites, they're missing half their team, they're underdogs. But it's a one-off game. It literally is a cup final. I was trying to explain it to my daughter earlier. She said, "Well, it's a league game." I said, "Yeah, it is a league game, but it's." I said, "Sit down. Right, it is a league game, but it's a cup final, really. Well, you're going to get a cup? No, Arsenal have that. We don't have a 4th place cup, but it is a cup final because it, if we lose it." There's nothing. I mean, I'm not even thinking about that Wolves Chelsea game. Fred and McTominay form has dropped off due to form of Bruno and Pogba. Weak mentality that they won't earn a spot, says Michael Hawkes. I mean, that's something to address later in the summer, maybe. Charlie M10, latest member of the United Stand Members Club. Sean Atwood, our front 3 should terrorise Morgan. Looks like he's been bulking up for a strongman competition. Martial masterclass incoming. We've got to get at him. Shaveen says if we win, everyone will back Ollie. If we lose, the Ollie outers are going to have a field day. I think Ollie's done enough for us to give him his support regardless of the result. I have actually seen people today saying stuff like that. Sort of like the fact that we're nervous shows that we deep down we all know he's not competent. Do you think that's fair in relation to Ollie? I've not given Ollie any consideration. It's not really about Ollie for me. It's that these players have failed under other managers as well. So it's a mentality issue for the players. I think sometimes we've coached. We had that game last year, didn't we? And we were like, look at the players. They're not just not listening to what's been said. So
yeah, it can happen. It's not all going to be on Ollie. Just like the turnaround and what he's done, you can look at and say he's done a good job, and none of that is false. It's not fake. It's not. It didn't happen. All of that did happen. Do you know what I mean? And has happened. But I do feel that it is a massive, question of these players' mentality. We've seen the mentality of these players not been great. The likes of all of them is including that. No favourites, not saying Martial's not exempt from this, Rashford, etc. Pogba, whoever it is, we've seen inconsistencies in performance from all of these players, not just with this manager. So I wouldn't just blame Ollie for that. I would say that you could argue that it's the mentality is still the same when it really comes down to it. But there has been bits of progress in and around that. But I think that's a bit harsh to say that just means that Ollie's crap, because I've already stood by and said I think he's kicked us on well and this is the best we've looked for years. However, again, that was an inquest that can come. We can talk all about that. I'm seeing teams in tunnels and that now.
We've been in that tunnel.
Yeah.
We played on that ground. Not that that matters. But look, I do think it's interesting. I spoke about this in the preview. And it's very important that we game manage this game. I don't like the drinks break, but if I was Ollie, I'd be like, first 20 minutes, go and get a goal. And then just game manage it like that. Because I do think that if we go 1-0 up, the temptation will be to be, shut up, sit down, we're going to do it, la la la. But a game can change. A game can change very quickly. You could go 1-0 up, you could get Maguire, last man against Vardy. I mean, that worries me. Don't get caught last man against Vardy. Could be
Can't
sent
do it,
off.
can't afford to do it.
You 1-0 up, Maguire gets sent off, and then you end up losing 3-1, and you're like, they're taking the clips of your reaction to the 1-0, and you're like, you feel even worse. So, but that is true. Luke Shaw will be out till next season. That's a blow for him and a blow for us because he's been fantastic. So that's from Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's mouth. So that is disappointing. But as I said, Flex, Leicester haven't got Chilwell, Pereira, Maddison, or Sionku. So look, I wanted Luke Shaw. I said Luke Shaw equals top 4, and I do agree with that. But look, we can't moan about it. We've
got to get on with it. We've got to get on with it. Come on.
Right, okay. Well, I'll get you on at half-time, pal. I didn't realise it was literally 3 minutes to kick off. Let's hope that at half-time we're not doing what we've been doing in the last few.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Hopefully we're full of smiles and full of laughs because it's going to be a bumpy 90 minutes, mate. Let's go get this done. Come on.
All right, I'll speak to half-time, pal.
All right, in a bit.
You can follow Flex on Twitter at FlexUTD. Matthew Naker says that Flex sounds relaxed, Mark. Let's hope Pogba doesn't duck with hands in the air. Big up to Flex. Come on, United. Come on, United. Haven't felt like this in 7 years. That's always good to hear. We've also had a super chat coming in from Akil Rashid. He says, roller coaster of a Premier League season coming to an end tonight. Thank you to the United stand for keeping me and many of us out of depression during those horrible 3 months. Man United's going to win it tonight. Written in the stars. And written in the stars. Oh, I'd like to sing. It's too early. Welcome to Charlie M10, latest member of the United Stand Members Club. Hey guys, I definitely think we need the first goal to get the win, says Tommy J. And Alia Praran says, literally pacing up and down the living room. This really does feel like a cup final. That is the only bad thing about doing the watch along. It's great that we've got all of you people to interact with. It's absolutely fantastic. And De Gea last minute winner going up for the corner, says Elite Umbrella 56. Imagine if we were 0-0 and we sent De Gea up for a corner thinking we needed to win. Not going to happen. But look, it's the stress is real. But yeah, I always would like watch England in the pub and everything like that. And I'm always somebody who moves around a lot. And this, having to sit, I will be standing up, not for stretchers, just to sort of get a bit of an adrenaline going. So that's going to be important, of course. But the players are ready. We're ready. Wearing our 15 to 16 Champions League training top, hoping it brings us a bit of luck. Come on, United, says Dylan from Cork. Well, of course, I'm wearing the Bruno top today. So please subscribe if you're new. Bottom right-hand corner. We've had nearly 10,000 likes on this video, which just shows the enormity of the people that are just hoping and grabbing on to absolutely everything they can do as a reason to think that Manchester United can do this. If you could choose all results, what would it be? Mine would be United, Leicester draw and Chelsea to lose. The way Chelsea's buying, I don't want them in the Champions League, says John T. Clare. I want Manchester United to win 4-0 if I could choose any result, because I want us to send a statement out. I don't want to be there at 4 o'clock or 6 o'clock and people, it's 4 o'clock now. I don't want to be there at 6 o'clock and people saying, oh, you were lucky. I want to send a big statement out. That's what I want to do. Keane is right. This shouldn't be pressure for Man United to go and get a result at Leicester for top 4. We've been in Champions League finals, says Sean Turner. Keane's wrong, though, because these players haven't been in Champions League finals. I mean, look, Roy Keane's going to sit there, Mr. I've done it all, because he's done it all. But these players have got to become Roy Keane's and Paul Scholes and Van Persie's and everything else. But I wouldn't, they better not be nervous. They're good enough to go out there and express themselves, and that's what they need to do. And let's see if they can do it. Martin Atkinson's the referee. Bruno to kick it off. We move. There's no going back. There is no going back now. It is time to get to do it. Thanks everyone who's watching on Twitch. Make sure you give us a follow on there. We're nearly at 10,000. And if you are watching on YouTube, subscribe if you're new. Bottom right hand corner, I've got my stress handler. I mean, really, it just makes you have to work your hands, and yeah, it just helps with the stress a little bit. But oh god, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's bloody well do it. It's a crap ball by Lindelof to start off with. Get hold of the ball. Keane actually hasn't done it all. He missed the final, says Ninja Smurf United. He got us there, though, to be fair. Deep breaths. Deep breaths. Feel like vomiting, says Joanda. It is massive, isn't it? It's a massive, massive game. Brandon Williams has got to have a big game as well. That's a lazy ball from Rashford to start off with. What I would like to see United do, because a tempo can be set, is get hold of the ball and play some simple passes. 4-0 and Shaw will have to be put out of the top too, says John Ticler. And Mark, I can't watch this, says Habib. Well, that's better by Bruno. Nice switching of the play to Wan-Bissaka, who brings it forward. And an overlapping run by Wan-Bissaka, which shows a bit of intent. Pogba. Greenwood into Pogba. Martial. Oh, he went down. I think it was offside. He was offside. I was too interested watching Martial there. He did go down. Nice little play by United. Lovely ball by Greenwood, and he is offside. But don't know whether it would have been a penalty anyway. Let's have a look. No, he wouldn't have got a penalty for that. He might have got booked for a dive, to be honest with you. And he was offside, so there you go. I'd rather see Leicester get top 4, says Dara. I think we'd all like to see Leicester get in top 4, but that would mean United drawing this game. I don't want United to draw. It's too panicky in the last few minutes. If we're drawing with 5 minutes to go, it's just going to be too... I don't want any stress today. Let's not forget, Pogba was man of match in the World Cup final. He's built for these games, says Jack Dobson. Well, here's Jamie Vardy down the right-hand side. Decent cross. And that was what a little tap. Mason Greenwood just played a little tap pass to Pogba in his own box under pressure. Under a lot of pressure. Fantastic start by Greenwood. He's played 2 really good passes. And United are looking a bit sharp here in the first few games. Who are Leicester's centre-backs, says Mezzi Mezza? Johnny Evans and Wes Morgan. And I think they're playing 3. So Bennett, who has been playing at right-back. No, not Bennett. Justin has been playing at right-back. United looking to bypass the press here. Oh, Bruno. Got to do better than that against Johnny Evans. So that's the start to the game. Oh, let's forget about all this and watch Songs of Praise. Let's do a Songs of Praise watch along instead of putting ourselves through this. Brendan Rodgers has lost 9 of his last 11 games against United. I mean, I can throw you out these irrelevant stats as much as you like. They won't make you feel any better. So Brendan Rodgers has lost 9 of his last 11 against United. Leicester haven't beaten a top 6 side this season. There's a 66% possibility that Manchester United will get through. I mean, none of them mean anything. Leicester are playing with a front 2, a midfield 3 and a back 5. They're going to be a difficult team to get through. But that's nice play by Pogba. Good ball by Brandon. And Rashford tackled too easily. Get up, Marcus, and run. United getting on the ball a lot here, though. I think it's going to be a very interesting game. Very interesting game. Probably the biggest understatement ever. It's going to be an interesting game. Nice by Martial. Lovely 1-2. Gets it back from Matic. And a throw in. Calm. How to deal with family issues, says Garage. Family planning or something. Google it. Now's not the time. Martial diving, what an embarrassment, says NRQ. Go and watch whatever team you support. They're all playing. You know, shut up. No one's interested in your negativity. United have actually got a corner here. I thought it was a throw in. Harry, come on. Who's got the Harry Maguire emoji? Come on, members. First goal is massive. If we can go ahead, it's going to be so difficult for LFC to come back into it. Leicester need to keep this energy up, says Patrick St. Pierre. Just got a game manager. I'm happy with the first 5 minutes. Game manager to the drinks break. Decent corner. Bruno always puts in a good corner, doesn't he? 90% of the time, which in the modern game isn't always a guarantee. Rashford, sloppy again. He's playing off his nerves again. Just chill. Chill. I tell you, first 10 minutes, you don't have to play a boring pass, but play a simple pass. Even if it's a forward pass, just play it. Don't try and do silly things. Keep the ball. Got whiskey and chicken ready. Now we're going to win, says Alpha Shark. Please subscribe if you're new. Give us a follow if you're watching on Twitch as well. I'm just going to say these sort of things. I have to keep talking. Monster energy. I've got monster nervous energy at the moment. Arsenal about to go 1-0 up against Watford. Aubameyang scores. And he goes 1 goal behind, 2 goals behind Jamie Vardy. So he's got an early goal there. I did say maybe an Aubameyang hat-trick. And Arsenal have scored. It's 1-0. Watford in trouble. But we're not interested in that. Anxiety level 100, says Joseph Woodbury. I don't know why they're showing us all these league tables. Could not give a shit. Anthony Martial into the box. Cut back. Oh, hit it. Matic, why didn't you hit it? He was on his bloody left foot as well. He could have hit that. Good start by United, though. I like the energy. Confidence will be flowing because of it. Nice little ball. And Mark, give my bro 555 Ultras Tony a shout out from Brazil, says King. Well, there you go. There is your shout out. What's Mark? Says Gavin Blake. That could have been a penalty on Brandon Williams, you know. I'm with you, Alfie King. I mean, it might have been a little bit soft, but it could have been a penalty. Pogba getting stuck on the ball again. Calm down. Just calm down. Very important. The first goal is very, very important, says Raptor Fans 19. Well, United have started off the better side in this first 7 minutes. If in doubt, kick it out, Harry. Well done. That'll do. That'll do. Have a stand up. This isn't even for my back. It's for nerves. Oh, come on. There'll be plenty of that. Oh, God, I'm so bloody nervous. Iheanacho. Could have been a penalty there. Pogba. Again in the box. Don't let Paul Pogba in our box. Rashford. Oh, Rashford. Come on. Switch on. Bloody hell. That's 3 passes. 3. It just needs to calm down, Marcus. 3 passes in a row where he's just overcooked it or undercooked it. He'll be all right. He'll be all right. It was a good little break there. Lovely flick by Martial. Bruno should have read that. Leicester not doing a lot at the moment. Oh, Lindelof. Stupid by Lindelof. What a twat. It was Maguire. Thought it was Lindelof. I tell you what, from Harry Maguire here, I actually thought he was going straight for a red. Bit lucky there, Harry Maguire. It's a bit of a scissor tackle. And I tell you what, next season something similar for Champions League final. The nerves, says Sunshine Digital Media Agency. Well, United a little bit scrappy here, and Harry Maguire's tackle there definitely was a yellow. I'm not joking. The way the referee went for his pocket fast, I thought he was going to pull a red out. I was ready to. I thought it was going to be a Beckham moment, but it was a poor tackle by Harry Maguire, and to give himself a yellow card in the first 10 minutes, stupid by Maguire. You just don't need to do it. Again, this is what I keep saying this about Harry Maguire. He's the captain of the team, and he's overexcited, chucking himself into silly tackles. Calm down, exactly. Just calm down. Captain of the team, be calm. Pogba should have played a quicker pass there. Pogba's taking too many touches. And now you see the Leicester press is starting to work. We've won a free kick. Well, that's brilliant by Martial there, winning a free kick, because we're in trouble. Nearly 30,000 watching. Thanks for tuning in. Please subscribe if you're new, bottom right-hand corner. And if you're watching on Twitch, give us a follow. Norwich's goal has been called out for VAR, says Ollie15. And guys, do you want me to check the Chelsea game? Says England is amazing. Not really. Lovely ball into Greenwood. Oh, he leapt like a tin of salmon there. Well, I don't think a tin of salmon can jump. He leapt like a salmon. It's a lovely ball by Marcus Rashford. That's better from Marcus. It's onside as well. And it's just a little bit too high from him, but lovely. Daz Sweet says it's not a win, not a must win, but it's definitely a must not lose. "11 minutes gone." The trouble with this game, right, is if you're nervous before it, it's got this amazing thing of just making you get more nervous with every passing minute. The closer you get to 90 minutes while it's level, the more nervous you get, because the less time you've got to recover if you go behind. But I'm relatively happy with that first 11 minutes from United. I thought Harry Maguire's silly with that. That's the worst thing that's come in the 11 minutes, that Harry Maguire's gone and got himself booked. Newcastle are beating Liverpool, says Luke Haynes. Don't care. Don't care, Luke, to be honest. And come on, Leicester, says Bossman. Hey, Mark, do you reckon Liverpool will even get top 2 next season, says Fergie0904. I don't care, mate. I really don't. Slap my bum, Mark, says Dozzy. I'll slap my own bum if we score. Luke Shaw's out till September. That's what Ollie said. Even though I don't support United, I want them in the Champions League because there will be more competition, says Jake Way. And Maguire red card, says Roman. No, he did a silly tackle, but he got a yellow. But as Donish says, Maguire on a yellow card with 80 minutes to play. It was stupid. But yeah, as I say, the start from United's been relatively good, considering we're not going to dominate Leicester. It's just not going to be that sort of a game. Oh, poor from Bruno. Well won back by Wan-Bissaka. Tackle by Ndidi. We're going to have to get some tackles in here, lads. Well done, Lindelof. Simple pass, Bruno. That's it. Better. 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 Oh, come on. We're struggling. We're starting to press us now. What's your thoughts on the starts, everybody? See, Brandon Williams is all right foot. What's all this talk about? Oh my, for God's sake, Matic passes it straight to a Leicester player and he shoots over the bar. This is a shit start now. This is stupid pressure under the... Matic, come on. Bloody awful. What are we doing passing around in our own box here? Where was he even passing it to? We're so lucky not to be 1-0 down. Bloody hell. Switch on, lads. You started off first 5 minutes, okay, and they've gone back to bloody West Ham levels again. Come on. Bournemouth are winning at Everton, by the way. And that's only because it's on the screen. I'm not really bothered. So, if I was summarising the start to this game, I would say that Manchester United started off quite well in the first 5 minutes. But why didn't you just control that there, Rashford? Why is he trying to head it? Well in, Brandon. Feed Martial. Feed Martial into the box. Oh, unlucky. Corner. Good play by Brandon Williams. Greenwood, our best player in the first 15 minutes. Goal incoming, says Sunshine Digital Media Agency. I like your positivity, but well done, Brandon Williams there. Come on. Come on, Bruno. Right on Harry's head. Oh, Johnny Evans. No, it wasn't Johnny Evans, actually. Second balls. Second balls. And Diddy's playing well for them, you know. Go with your left foot, Brandon. It's all right foot. What was Matic doing there, says Anshaman. I know, mate. How's life? I'm very nervous, says Slippery Nick. I think we're all nervous, unless you don't want Manchester United to win. Memory Bubble says his arse is fluffing and hissing. I went to the toilet before the match. I'm all right. Leicester on the attack on the left-hand side here. Cross comes in. Come on, you got to attack the bloody ball. Brighton shoots wide. That's poor defending from United there. A ball should not be allowed to drop in the penalty box and be controlled. And this cross comes in from the right-hand side, and Brighton has got time to control it and get a shot off. It's not good enough, that. Not good enough. Mark, what are you playing with under the table? Keep seeing your arm moving like you're squeezing something. Yeah, it's a stress thing. Yeah. The players look as nervous as we feel, says Vincent McDonald. I wish I was out there. At least you've got some sort of control. I'd love to be out there. I think we'd all love to be out there. It's much better than being here. I mean, I'm loving being here with you great people, but the nerves is... Lovely ball. Keep it in, Bruno. Oh, it's a lovely ball, but there's no one in the box. Great ball by Rashford. He's played 2 really good long balls. Oh, look at Lindelof here against Vardy. Well done, Lindelof. Well done, Lindelof. Well done, Wan-Bissaka, to keep that in from De Gea as well. 3. Come on, Matic. Get it moving. That's better. Better from United. Good hold. Lindelof did fantastic there against Vardy. Oh, come on. Calm down. Calm down. Coming to England in the winter. Hope to see United live. Love from New York, says Naheem. And Ninja Smurf United. All he needs to open is his eyes and see that Brandon is only right-footed and switching with Aaron Wan-Bissaka. I've never noticed how right-footed Brandon Williams is until, sort of the last month. Please subscribe if you're new, bottom right-hand corner on YouTube, and you can give us a follow on Twitch as well. We're closing in on 765,000, which would be nice to hit on today's day, but no real chances in this game yet. In fact, you could argue that they've had the better chances, although both pretty much... D-Devil says, worryingly, Leicester look like they want it more. And Gaming Pro says, hi Mark, watching the game with my 98-year-old granddad. He watches all your games. Can you give him a shout? Can Jack get a shout out? Shout out to Jack. Hope you're enjoying the game, Jack. I'm sure you've seen it all in your time. But I hope they can deliver something for us all, Jack. Oh, Matic again with a poor pass. Leicester. The thing is, Leicester are growing into this game. Good, well played by Wan-Bissaka. Now Bruno's got a bit of time. Oh, where are you going, Bruno? Bruno. Here's Tillemans. Oh, Harry. He's had a very, very tetchy start, as has Matic. He looks very nervous. Anyway, what's everybody's thoughts on the game so far? It's funny, isn't it? The innocence of youth. I don't think Brandon Williams and Mason Greenwood look that bothered by it. I'm not saying they're playing well, but they seem to be unfazed by it. Whereas people like Maguire and Matic, maybe the pressure of being experienced players. Is the home bench bigger than the away? Says John T. Clay. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is at Leicester. Michelangelo 69 says Maguire looks like Matic. Martial, oh, nearly. Nice little ball by Bruno. He tried to get past Johnny Evans, but he read it. A little bit better from United there. But look at Leicester calmly passing it out from the back. That's how you do it. Total confidence from Leicester. First goal is going to be so important, says Vincent McDonald. And Tony Ultras 555, join the stand, Unobba, says King. Matic is a concern for me today, says Scott Mack. Nice ball out to Greenwood. Just late into Martial. First time. First time. Oh, why did he not do it first time? Too bloody late. Come on, Mason. Do you think Matic pushed himself hard to get the new contract? Now he's relaxed and back to his crap old self, says Ninja Smurf United. Nah, I mean, look, Matic is a... We're going to have a drinks break now. Matic is a model pro, isn't he? But I just think he's getting on a bit. I don't think he can play like that all the time. Yeah, Greenwood needed to lay that off straight away. I dropped Maguire over Lindelof. Rashford's been quiet, says Jonathan Matthews. And Pogba and Matic need Bruno, left centre midfield, to control the game, says Pete Squire. And Sunshine Digital Media says the youngest player in the team shouldn't be the most confident. Here's Wan-Bissaka down the right-hand side. Well, it's been the game I don't want it to be in the first 22 minutes. It just looks ridiculously tight. And it will be that means it'll be a tight game. Hi, Mark. Can my fiance Patrice from New York get a shout out, please? Patrice, we're massive fans of your channel and United. Go United, says Chris. Is it Patricia or Patrice? Shout out to Patricia or Patrice and Chris anyway. Pogba, nice little slip in to Wan-Bissaka. I think Wan-Bissaka's played a lot better today. Pogba holding on to the ball a lot there. Is there no drinks break today then? Have they got rid of the drinks break? Because we're 22 minutes in. Matic and Fred are opposites. One sets off great but suffers after lots of games. The other sets off poor but gets better after games, says Old King. Very true. 23 minutes gone. Doesn't look like there's going to be a drinks break. Time, Brandon. Time. Oh, that was a poor pass as well. Pogba looking for passes. It's not a lot going on. Matic bringing it forward. I think we just need to move it a little bit quicker. Greenwood. Here we go. Bruno. Switch it. Oh, if he'd crossed it first time. Ooh, good tackle though. Brandon's gone down again. Head injury, ref. It's a head injury, ref. 3v2. We're in all sorts. Pogba, bloody sprint, mate. Oh, we're lucky there. What's David De Gea doing? Bloody hell, what's going on? Why is Pogba not sprinting his arse off there? And what's David De Gea doing spilling a shot? And why is the ref not going back for what's a head injury on bloody Brandon Williams? Brandon Williams is down clutching. Well, maybe he's clutching his ankle. But look at Pogba here. Vardy was offside anyway. Is Rashford even playing, says Dexter Morgan? I have no plan B. We've just got to win this game or I will destroy something, says Jenks 1102. I mean, what's De Gea doing there? I don't think De Gea's got much of an argument with Jamie Vardy there, and I think he's got every right to go for the ball. And there is the drinks break. What's De Gea doing there? Arsenal are 2-0 up against Watford. Fucking too many people. Too many people. Not switched on again. The trouble is, like, these players... Flex was right. Oh, I can see it being a draw. And, you know, we all expect United to come out. And I don't think Leicester have played well. I think Leicester can get better. But can we get better? That's the question. Can Manchester United actually get better in this game? Because I think Leicester can get better. I think United look like they're getting worse. First 5 minutes we looked okay and we're getting worse. Too many mistakes again. Painful to watch, says Malps. Trying to stay positive, but it's the same as West Ham, says Aram. Again, yeah, I don't get what goes on in these players' heads. You know, I'm sat there doing a show last night and I'm like, look, the privilege of wearing that shirt. Don't be scared. Be excited. You know, it's an opportunity. And, you know, Harry Maguire, Paul Pogba, Nemanja Matic, Marcus Rashford, Bruno Fernandes, David De Gea, just not switched on. Shocking stuff, says Brian Murphy. I think Lindelof's played well. I think Brandon Williams has played well. I think Martial's played well. And I think Greenwood's played well. That's 4 players. It's not enough again. You can't carry 6 players who are not at the races. Fire them up, Ollie, says Ninja Smurf United. He's got to scream. Ollie's got to scream at his players, says Michelangelo69. Need to move the ball better, says YNCA Gamer. Maguire out, says Billy Pipe. And it's poor from United this far. It's poor. Ow. Just kicks this fucking chair. Williams only has 1 gear. Slow. He's awful, says Joshua Harper. He's very right-footed. Harry Maguire on the ball. So Brandon Williams. We do really miss Luke Shaw. I'm not going to moan about it anymore, but we massively miss Luke Shaw. What we need to do is just focus. A lot of people saying we need to play it simple. We're losing control of this game. We need to bloody sort ourselves out quick. I mean, if they're not performing, change them. I mean, look, I think Lingard put in a decent shift against Palace, and maybe that's the sort of game we're going to have to do, where it's about, you know, the players that are meant to be turning up are not turning up. So, losing loads of 50-50s. Ndidi is absolutely dominating the midfield at the moment. We're losing the midfield battle again. Brian Murphy wants a double. Jameson, well headed away by Matic. No doubt Luke Shaw is our best left back. Like Eri Bay gets injured a lot. Do you think we need more backup there? Says Ash G. I'd like a left-footed left back. We haven't got a left-footed left back other than Luke Shaw. Can't get the ball to Martial. He's more isolated. Well, he's like a snowman in a bloody heat wave, isn't he? He's just melting up there at the moment. And we're incapable of executing our own game plan against anyone above 14th in the league. Imagine the rubbish against Real or Bayern next year, says Upbeat Sarcastic. We're just not playing well. That's the problem. We're not. The game plan is not working. I would make changes. I think these players get away with it too much. I said it against West Ham. I know Fred and McTominay and Lingard haven't been brilliant recently, but you can't just keep sticking with players that are consistently underperforming. Williams bringing it down the right-hand side. I'm worried. I'm getting more nervous by this game the longer it goes on because we just haven't played well. Bruno's not playing well again. Pogba's not playing well again. Matic isn't playing well again. We can't get Martial or Greenwood on the ball. We're playing with a lot of caution, says Rohan. You can see a lot of indecisiveness in the players. The players are panicked and are feeling the pressure again. You're right, Rohan, they are. We can't string. Oh, and Ndidi is absolutely bossing this midfield. I have to tweet it, in fact. But, you know what? We haven't played well. If we could nick a goal, they've got to score 2. There's not enough movement. Bruno dropping to left centre midfield there, finally, says Pete Squire. Too many touches. Pogba takes too many touches as well. I mean, I've been very critical of Matic doing it, but Pogba's taking too many touches here. Bruno. Offside. But even though this is offside, and he is offside, even though Bruno's offside, that's the sort of thing you want to see. If he'd have been onside then, world-class finish, world-class ball by Paul Pogba. God, I'm bloody nervous. I'm like John Terry in a spelling test. And the problem is, the longer the game goes on, the more we'll game manage for a draw. And then that becomes even more nervy. Ryan Farrell says that Ndidi would be perfect for United. He would. I think Ndidi would be perfect for United. He is. Like everyone says, oh, Thomas Partey or whatever. You know, if you look at Ndidi and you know anything about Ndidi, he literally isn't a player that plays sometimes box to box or right midfield. He is just he is literally a centre defensive midfielder that by speciality. Bloody hell! Where's the marking? Nobody's marking anybody. I mean, Tillemans gets a shot off here, but who's marking him? That's Matic's man, and he's about as tight as, you know. He's about as tight as an extra large pair of jeans on a bloody runner bean. That wasn't my best analogy, was it? Ref's playing crap as well. Why is that not a foul on Bruno? This is awful. This is really bad. This is only going one way at the moment, I tell you. United's heads have gone again. They're absolutely playing one way now. They're conservative. They're not trying to attack. They can't get on the ball. They're making mistakes. They're not switched on. They're not switched on enough defensively to keep a clean sheet. Good point here coming in from Niall Green. He says, look at how deep Rashford is playing. Well, he's playing on the right-hand side at the moment, but we'll have to keep an eye on that. Has Rashford even touched the ball yet? Bring in Agallo, move Martial to the left, says Jonathan Matthews. And Joshua Bowater says, I'm as nervous as Harry and Willian. Oh, no, we can't do that. There are lines, Joshua. I can't read everything out. Well, Bruno is not happy. How is that not a foul on Bruno Fernandes? I mean, how? It's right in front of the bloody linesman. How is it not a foul? I mean, I know Bruno. Watford are 3-0 down. Aubameyang is 1 goal off Jamie Vardy. He's on 22 now. Aubameyang's on a hat-trick. Get ready next season, Mark, says Zane, mate. Zane's, this is not the place for your winding up bollocks today. Sad thing is, this isn't Leicester's first team, says Smith Jones. But I've just tweeted something there, and you know what? Sod it. Why not? I've just said the attitude and commitment from these players so far has been an embarrassment to the shirt. We are playing Leicester City, who've got 4 of their best players out, who are, you know, have struggled to beat anybody recently, and we have shown all the fight of a bloody butterfly against a lion. It's just ridiculous. When are you going to start giving Ollie some of the blame, says JRod998? Well, it's difficult to do that because I think that, yeah, tactically, Ollie will get some of the blame. But these players, the thing is, these players are better than this. It's not, yeah, tactically you can have a moan, but some of these players are way better than this. Well played, Brandon Williams. How are we performing this poorly against what is essentially Leicester's backups? This is depressing and I hate feeling the way about my clubs as streaming with Alex. We can't string 2 or 3 passes together. Ollie's plan is simple. He hopes for our best players to tear it up and get a win. Otherwise, we see the same crap football since Sir Alex days, says James Gums. Matic drops so deep he's practically the 3rd centre-back. Of course we can't dominate the midfield. We're missing one there, says Pumpkin Spice Latte. Adam Cook says, with the amount of money you spend, you should be sweating the league. Bruno gets it wide to Brandon Williams. United on a rare attack here. We're stringing a few passes together. It's a little bit better. Pogba, Rashford, loses it, breaks down. Not, you know, if they're not fouls, then you're not being strong enough on the ball. If you get fouled, the ref will give a foul. If you're losing the ball when you've got your body in front of a Leicester player, then you've not been strong enough. That's as simple as that. Not strong enough. That ball goes into Marcus Rashford. He's got his back to the player on the edge of the box. He should be holding on to that ball or he should be getting fouled. If he loses the ball, he's not been strong enough. And I'm sorry, but that's the case. Very few players for United coming out of this half with... I mean, that's a terrible pass by Wan-Bissaka. And even those who started well are now drifting off. Just you watch Leicester will win 1-0 with Vardy to win the Golden Boot, says Oscar Davies. Well, Aubameyang, I think, will get a hat-trick today. And if he does, he will level up with Vardy on the Golden Boot. Leicester look very lucky, very comfortable at the moment. They look quicker, stronger. Brian B says he'd sub off Matic and Rashford. Well, I've tweeted out. Let's see what the response is here. That United have been an embarrassment so far. And I just feel that Leicester are coming more and more into this game. Vardy. Wow, I maybe have given Lindelof the kiss of death here because what is he doing on this cross here? Cross coming in. I mean, what I have noticed in recent weeks is the amount of crosses that come in from the Wan-Bissaka side. He used to have it on lockdown. That could have been 1-0. Vardy did get there first as well. Bloody hell, we're lucky there. We're really lucky there. That's 3 defenders taken out there by that cross. Right on Vardy's foot. Better by Pogba there. Give it back to Pogba. Yeah. That's better. Move the ball quicker. Better. That's better. Although it's gone back to Williams now. If they score, we're not coming back, says Gary O'Connor. Love Wan-Bissaka on the defensive end, but he can't play football. Simple as, says Justice O. Wan-Bissaka seems tired, says Dovran Kin 33. I know when Daya was good, says Harvey's the best. Here you go. Rashford. Oh, Marcus. That's got to be a corner. Is that a miss? That's an actual miss. It bounces over Justin's head to Rashford in the box. Oh, I can't believe he's put that wide. I thought it deflected wide. Lovely first take by Rashford, and then, oh, he has. He's bloody hit it out for a goal kick. I thought he deflected it. Probably the biggest chance of the game, that. Half a chance. I think the experience of dealing with this type of pressure is showing. Come on, United, says Scott Mack. And Everton have equalised against Bournemouth. Imagine if Leicester had a fully fit team, they'd batter us. How are we not up for this game? Embarrassing again. What is Ollie saying to these players, says Sean Turner. Wi-Fi's died. Only place I can get signal is on Lilo in swimming pool. Don't even dare bite my nails in case my phone goes in. Glory Man United, says Loz. Well, mate, you're probably in the best place than any of us, watching it on a bloody Lilo in a swimming pool, unless it's raining. This has been thoroughly what's the word? Unenjoyable, to be honest. Please subscribe if you're new on YouTube, bottom right hand corner. Even the wife's just messaged me saying Leicester look better. She's right. We're 300 subscribers away on YouTube from 765,000, so please subscribe, bottom right hand corner. We have got fan cams after the game. I was planning on not doing my match reaction for about 20 minutes because I was just going to stay live and talk about things, but I don't know what's going to go on here. Terrible from United. For the first time, I agree with you, Mark. We missed Shaw for real, says Brian Matunzi. And our fullbacks are poor going forward. Too many sideways passes, says Vincent McDonald. Leicester are playing like they know what they're doing and have a plan. We look clueless, composure and full of anxiety, says Ian Carlton. And I see no passion from Ollie. Rodgers looks so much more fired up. The fire starts from the top, uninspired, says Zupip. Here's Greenwood into the box. Bruno. There's no one there. I mean, you've got to ask the question, do Manchester United actually want this? Because at the moment, we're going to have to get a draw. We're going to have to stop Leicester from scoring. And do you think Leicester are going to go a whole game without creating a decent chance? That's what you're asking. Knight 7 says maybe there's more truth to the Rashford PSG deal. He looks off. And Williams has a lot of space when he gets the ball, but he never runs with the ball. He waits and passes sideways. It's because he's so right-footed, mate. He's just not. There's not natural balance with him. Get Williams off. He's useless, losing every challenge, says King. And I see no passion from Ollie, says Subbo, which we've read before. Right, nice switching of the ball from Rashford there to Wan-Bissaka. Look, the positive is it's 0-0. We're good enough to get a goal. Wan-Bissaka's cross. No one's attacking it, but Rashford will pick it up. Typical Bruno, never just makes the easy pass, says Cobb Ross Aikins. Need a game plan, says SSS. Here's Pogba. Nicely into Bruno. Martial. Oh! Thought it was in. It's a bad look, Ollie sitting in the crowd. No passion, says Aram. I don't know whether Martial was onside here. I suspect he probably was. Corner. Rashford Neymar swap deal, says Adil. Well, Man United have got a corner here. Just in off Martin Atkinson's ball sack. I don't really care. Anything will go. Anything will do. We've played really, really badly, but let's for once sort out the Bruno Harry Maguire combination. Oh! Hit it, Rashford! Saved by Schmeichel. Whip it in. Whip it, Greenwood. Whip it. Oh. Half a chance. Half a chance. Better from United. A little bit more intensity there. Leicester know if we score one, obviously. Chelsea are winning as well, by the way. Not that we should be too bothered. But Bruno's cross comes in. I think there would have been a review of a foul by Pogba there. But Rashford hit it well. And Schmeichel made a good save from a hard angle. Nice hit by Rashford. Nice and sweet. But from that angle, you're probably not going to beat a quality goalkeeper. Oh, Chelsea have scored, apparently. Nice little ball into Bruno. Better. See, this is it. United do nothing all half. And then suddenly, before half-time, we actually go up a level. We don't want half-time. Over positive when winning, over negative when losing. We're playing a difficult game under very hard circumstances. Get behind the team, says Chris Downing. It looks like it's Pulisic. Good free kick. No, it's Mason Mount. Just going back to that from Chris. Well done for having an opinion, Chris. But don't tell people what to think. It's up to them. I think that the problem is most people are behind this team, and most people think that this team should be winning, and this team hasn't performed well enough in the shirt, so they deserve the criticism. There's been some shocking performances from some of the players so far in this half. Mount Screamer free, says Ivan Coughlin, and where are my Chelsea boys, says Ice Dragon 91875 on Twitch. So it's half time. Let's stop the clock. And I would just say this. Do Manchester United actually want this at half time? I felt in the last couple of minutes of the game, Schmeichel taking a note out of Pogba's book, says Jonathan Matthews. The last couple of minutes of that game, we actually did a little bit better. I didn't want that half to end. It ends at the wrong time. But realistically, we didn't. We started the game off okay in the first 5 minutes. And whilst Leicester haven't had a major chance, the problem is if we keep playing like that, I feel that Leicester will get a big chance at some point, and then they'll probably take it. It's just not good enough from Manchester United again. And Poch in, Ollie out, says Zach Jones. But is that realistically the issue here? It's the players have got to perform better. Harry Maguire's the captain of the club. That's a ridiculously stupid tackle. I think on another day you might have even got a red for that. Pogba, Matic, Bruno, again, like just one of you have a good game. Like you all have a good game, or you all play badly, and that's the place that's really important. Also, we've got no width. There's no balance to the team because there's no width. Brandon Williams and Wan-Bissaka are not providing any confident width to the team. Again, we miss Shaw, but we're not going to have him back till September. Rashford's been in and out of the game. Greenwood and Martial can't get in the game. I think they're good enough to do things, but we can't get them on the ball because we're not getting any natural width and the midfield's not playing well. So effectively, we're starving Greenwood, Martial and Rashford of the ball because the midfield's not performing and the fullbacks aren't performing either. So, Johnny Wilson says, Mark, we need Harry Kane lethal finisher. He wouldn't do anything in this team. We're not creating anything. You're not listening. We've got no width from the fullbacks. We've got nothing from the midfield happening. So if you're a forward for Manchester United, you're living on scraps again. Defensively, we've done okay. Although I think Leicester in that second half, they're going to come harder and they'll go for it. They'll play caution to the wind. My worry is this game is not going the way we wanted it to go. We wanted a goal in the first half. We wanted something to hold on to. It's 0-0. Chelsea are winning whatever. Realistically, what relevance is the Chelsea result? If we lose to Leicester, we want Chelsea to lose so we get top 4. If we lose to Leicester, we don't deserve top 4. So if we lose to Leicester, we're not going to get top 4. I'm not even going to assume that we can do. it's in our hands. It's in our hands for Manchester United to go and get it, and we need to go and get it. But my worry is that Leicester can only grow into this game. Let's be honest, Mark. Bottled top 4 last season. If we crawl into top 4 this season, yeah, good. But these players with this coach ain't getting us anywhere near the top anytime soon. Disgusting, says Jordan Such. We're a decent team, but been led by a mediocre manager with mid-table tactics and zero motivational skills, says Robbo FM. Don't forget, Leicester still have a decent bench, do they? And shambles so far, fullback's terrible, and Rashford is very poor, says Dylan Bradley. Well, I think there is a total lack of width, and I don't think the midfield are performing. We're playing very nervous and slow. Leicester is having better build-up, but our play in the back is very bad, right? Says Omar. And look, would I make any changes at half-time is the big thing for me. I think that I would make a change in the midfield. I know that's really a gamble, but that midfield's not working. I would make changes. I would actually try and get Jesse Lingard on, but I just don't know where I would get Jesse Lingard on. But I certainly would make changes because we've got 45 minutes to get back into this game or get something out of this game. If Leicester score, I don't think we're going to come back. So I would make a change. I would take Matic off and I would bring Fred on. But I'll tell you now, he's definitely not going to do it. And as soon as we played down the middle, we looked like scoring, says Adam. And Yakov says that went by quick. Awful 40 minutes. Lucky not to be 2-0 down already. And Diddy is playing world class. And Swap Neil says, hi Mark, I really think if we just increase the speed of the passing, our quality will shine. It's just a matter who scores first. And Jonathan Matthews, Chelsea 2 up now. Second half going to be rough unless we step up now. I didn't know Chelsea were 2-0 up, by the way. But Flex, what was your thoughts on that half?
Yeah, quite lethargic. We knew Leicester would come with a plan. Like you said, they've been working on that formation for a week, and it shows they're letting us have the ball in areas that aren't dangerous to them. And when we do get into dangerous areas, they're kind of snuffing us out. We're taking too long on the ball. We don't look like we're trying to force the issue. I thought we'd be a bit more on the front foot, trying to press them, trying to put some pressure on them. We haven't done that. Everything's quite safe. Gary Neville mentioned it perfectly in terms of it's like the players think, oh, we're doing all right here. I've got loads of time. No, Leicester want us to do that. We haven't looked very assured at the back. Matic making a few mistakes. Maguire hasn't looked good, picked up a stupid yellow card. De Gea, okay, cool, he fumbled that, but that wasn't the end of the world. But just in midfield, we're just kind of losing that midfield battle there. Look, 3-on-3 there. Luckily, Iheanacho took the wrong choice there. And De Gea fumbles it as well. I don't even know why he's moaning at Vardy. To go for that. Look, again, half turn. We're just getting done in the midfield. So
what's going to happen in the second half? Which way is this going? You said a draw. I said 3-1. Just to read this out, these are people who are doing fan cams later. So Adam said 3-3. That's not going to happen. Flex said 1-1. That could happen. I said 3-1 United. That's not going to happen. Drawty said 0-0. Jamie said 4-1 United, and Jace said 2-2. What's going to happen in the second half? Because I was just saying there. I feel that this game is just going more and more in Leicester's favour. They've seen out the first half. They're now comfortable. And in the last 20 minutes, they're going to throw the kitchen sink. And they'll think, well, if we lose 2-0, we lose 2-0. But we've got to try and win it. And I think United just don't look confident. No, we don't. We fashioned out a couple of chances that are kind of just through a couple of individuals just deciding to go and try something, really. When we have gone through the middle and then tried to, zip it in and play some quick passing, we've managed to fashion out a couple of opportunities along with a few Leicester mistakes. But it feels like if Ollie doesn't have any input to this, i.e. needs to change something tactically and personnel-wise, the game feels like it's drifting. It feels like it's drifting. It's on the knife edge. We're playing like a team who know we only have to draw as well. Yeah, that's really disappointing, isn't it, as well?
Yeah, I'm not seeing us coming out fighting, pressing, going for the kill, going to smell blood, trying to put the game to bed. I'm seeing us just think, don't worry, guys, we're fine. Remember, we don't have to win. Just relax. Like I said, we've had a couple of half chances, and so have Leicester, but they've looked the more confident in their system or their tactics and the implementation of them tactics. And if you're right, if Ollie doesn't change something to give us more energy, to get us keeping that ball better, it doesn't look good.
Get Igalo on when we press them, they struggle, says Modder Girl. I wouldn't change anything in the front line. I think they're just being starved, really. I'm in Sydney. Please say something, any positive, mate. Love you. Need enough lift, says ABC. And Matic is done. He wants to give them the ball on the penalty box, but watch Ricky defend him, says United till I die. Welcome, Dom, latest member of the United Stand members. Kick It says Ollie needs to be on the touchline. Someone needs to shout at Matic and then boys to get it done. And Ninja Smurf United, there is not enough competition for the spots. Bench is very below par to compete. Harry's not doing what he's meant to do. Look, I'm going to give a positive because at the end of the day, we can moan about this for the next few weeks. And I think there is, whatever happens, I think there is things that need to be said about that first half. And I think a lot of what people are saying right. But ultimately, we're 45 minutes from Champions League football. And in an hour's time, we might have blown this opportunity. So realistically, I think that's a crap half. And I think there's a lot that needs to be done. But ultimately, we need some positivity. It's 0-0. We're 45 minutes away from it. I think there's a mentality block at Manchester United. We feared it. It is there. It's a very difficult situation when you know a draw will do. And it's stuck in the players' heads. And in fairness to the manager, it's not getting through, is it? It's stuck in their heads, and these players have let us down many times before, and it's not just going to change with a switch, unfortunately. You know, Pogba's inconsistency, Rashford's inconsistency, Matic's inconsistency, Maguire, whatever the player, it's not going to change overnight. So we've somehow got to get through this in the second half. My worry is, Flex, I'm just going to pop to talk and you can have a chat with people, is that the fullbacks aren't providing any width. The midfield aren't playing well. How are we going to get the ball to the front three? And defensively, I don't think we're tight enough either. So we don't look like keeping a clean sheet. What I would do, and I'll leave you with this to have your say, I would actually be brave here, and I would say I would get Fred on for Matic, and I would get Lingard on for Rashford, and I would put Lingard on the right, and I would put Martial on the left. I'd put Greenwood down the middle for a bit. Then with the idea of getting a Igalo on, I'd put Fred into the midfield. I know it's a massive gamble, but that team is just going through the motions. And the danger of going through the motions is I don't know whether they can get any momentum back. I mean, maybe give them 10 minutes, but I would be looking to make changes because, as we said before the game, if you don't take this opportunity, you're not going to get another one. In an hour's time, it's too late.
Yeah, that's what I was saying in terms of the Ollie situation. It looks like he's going to have some input tactically on this. I don't trust us to just see that out 45 minutes. We haven't looked great. And like I said, we're playing like a team who knows only a draw is enough. I wouldn't bring in Lingard as yet. I can see the thinking of that in terms of the energy and stuff, and looking after the ball. But I agree with the Matic situation. I would potentially bring Scott or Fred, and we need just a bit more energy in there. And also, I'd tell Pogba, go and play 10, 15 yards further forward. Go and influence the game. Like, he's just ticking along. You saw when he went forward, you know, took on a couple of players, a couple of dribbles, stuff starts to happen. I think we're just playing too safe. Bruno, I feel like he's just getting frustrated. He's moaning about that tackle that Justin done on him. I think he should have just released the ball, get on with it, taking too many touches. Rashford is playing within himself. I don't know why he's just sort of playing so deep and just looking for that ball in the channel. It's like he wants to just turn into a provider, as opposed to just getting at Justin and giving him something to worry about. He's done that the last couple of games. So at half-time, Ollie needs to be telling them how to play differently in terms of the tactics. And if he doesn't see any change, for me, I'm looking to bring in Fred early on or McTominay for Matic. And yeah, out the front three, you're looking at Rashford. He's probably not at it yet. But this is why, when someone was saying to me earlier, oh, why are you being so negative? This is why I predicted such a tight and cagey game. This is why I predicted such a tight and cagey game, because, like Mark said, it's not just going to flick on and off with a switch. I just didn't see it that way, and it's being proved so far. We're seeing a very not a great performance, let's put it that way. So I don't trust us to see it out 0-0. I'll be very surprised. We have to score for me.
Strutson says, power play by United the last 5 minutes, more of that. I feel like tactics doesn't play into much. It's here all about the mentality. I mean, that's another that is another positive as well, that the last 5 minutes we played quite well. Brandon Williams is not overlapping, hence why Rashford is having a bad game. Proves how much Luke Shaw is important. Look, you know what? We do miss Luke Shaw. I think everyone knows that now. That point has been stressed. But look, as I keep saying, Leicester, no Ricardo Pereira, no Ben Chilwell, no James Maddison, no Sionku. So we can't use that excuse. Leicester to score another hour mark, which will wake us up, but then Vardy will score on the counter, says Adam Braith. We're not that bad. We just need to focus more in the second half. Too many bad passes, says Joanne. Ibrahim says, we need a mobile CDM that can take free attacking players. I'll tell you what, I thought Ndidi was running the game.
It was.
I'd love Ndidi at Manchester United. I really would. And too many safe passes, Mark. Where's the risk? Yeah, and that was from ABC123, my ABC. But the thing is, you know what? What I would keep saying amongst all of this is if we can somehow find a way to win this, I think it's such a symbolic game. I think they would learn so much from it. That's why I think this game's so important. If we can get through it, I think they'll start to believe. It's so obvious that it's a mental block with the players because we've seen it so many times. Joshua Harper says how it is. Smart says it how it is about this Williams. Never shown any ability. Doesn't have any ability to show. He couldn't play in League Two. This lad. Well, look, there's nobody else. There isn't anybody else. And I don't think, for me, Brandon Williams was the worst player on the pitch. I thought he was one of the better ones, to be fair. But what I would say is that, look, he can only do so much. He's not Luke Shaw. He's not Andy Robertson. He's not Cherney. It's so obvious he hasn't got a left foot. And I think that really causes problems.
It does. There's no point digging him out. At times this season, he's been fantastic and proved that, he can play to a certain level. It's just consistency. He's young. And he hasn't been great since he's come in, but exactly, you can't blame Ollie for playing him. He's all we've got there, and he has proved he can play. And I don't think he's been awful, to be honest. He's had a couple of little dribbles, kept the ball well where he can. We just probably wants to be a bit more aggressive. But across the whole team, the urgency needs to go up. This is going to be a massive 45 minutes. This is season defining. It really is.
Please subscribe if you're new on YouTube. We are only 50 subscribers away from 765,000. Bottom right hand corner to do that. We have got the fan cams coming in with Flex at full time. We'll also be live at full time, whatever we're going to stay live anyway, but we will be live on the watch along for about 15 minutes afterwards, just talking about whatever happens before match reactions and everything. So make sure you subscribe and give us a follow on Twitch if you're watching as well. Massive 45 minutes. My fear, Flex, before we go back to the game, and it's not quite coming back yet. Ideally, how would you break down Leicester, says Trident. I don't think we're trying to do that. And 2-0 Chelsea means the game will change now. It's going to be more open because Leicester have got to go for it, says Stephen. Yeah, exactly. I think that's, in a way, that's quite positive, isn't it, Flex? Because the fact that Chelsea now, that they know that they've got to go and do it. But that job for the 90 minutes now becomes a 45-minute job. Exactly. But Leicester know they've got to win now because they're not getting anything from Chelsea.
That's it. But even in general, they knew they had to win because they have to win to beat us.
I just think some fans thought there was a scenario where we'd play out a draw, but as we both said, we never saw that anyway.
No, exactly. So we go for it, and we've got to be at it because it looks like the game's drifting. Let's see if there's any response from these boys.
Okay, mate. Well, we'll see you on the fan cam. Speak to you in a bit.
All right. Nice one. Bye.
Cheers, pal. Ta-ra. You can follow Flex on Twitter at FlexUTD, and he will be doing the fan cams, of course. The second half kicks off. There's no more breaks. It's now or never. That's how it goes. Don't understand how Matic keeps getting slacked off despite being the only one making tackles, says Sean Thomas, otherwise known as Ricky. Pete Squire says Brandon's licking up options are Matic and Maguire at the moment. Say no more. Poor. Needs Bruno left centre midfield. Pete does keep saying that, to be fair. Goal in the first 3 minutes. Come on, says Sunshine Digital Media. And look at Bruno talking with Martial exactly what a captain should be doing. Hashtag Captain Bruno, says Ninja Smurf United. I tell you what, if United can somehow find a way to score a goal before Leicester score a goal, then this game will change. We can game manage it however we want then, because Leicester will come at us and we can hit them on the break. But at the moment, Leicester are just winning in every department. See, I don't like that pass from Brandon Williams there. Right footer at left back, coming back on his strong foot to play it across the line to the right-sided centre back. A left-footed left back would never play that pass. You wouldn't play it across your own back four. But because he's right-footed, that's what he does. It's not his fault. Matic, Martial. Good tackle. Good tackle by Justin. I think he should have gone on his left then. He tried to come in on his right. But lovely ball by Matic. And he would have been onside as well. Yeah, he tried to come onto his right foot there. He should have gone with his left, Martial. I think to be fair to Martial, he had to do that because if he'd gone his left, Johnny Evans was coming across anyway. Leicester on the attack now. Vardy, good block by Vin Lindelof. God, I've got a right headache as well. Has anyone else got a bloody stress headache? On the verge of anxiety attack, sitting here, says Nicholas Halloran. I don't want to be too negative, but if these players and Ollie bottle this, I'll find it hard to forgive them. Similar feeling to Jose at Sevilla, maybe. I hope not. What do you think we need to sign to have a chance at the Champions League, says next year, says Misha. Well, Leicester into the box. And Lindelof does well again. Lindelof, for me, is having a low-key good game. Corner to Leicester, though. They have got players who can get on the end of a corner. Chowdhury. Oh, he's giving a foul. Oh, God. I think all the tiredness is starting to hit me now. Nervous energy can make you tired. Need to pump it up a little bit. See, he's going to do it again here. Always coming back. Williams. See, Matic is almost like playing like a centre-back, isn't he? We are basically playing a back five. Have we been robbed here? Here's Martial. Watch out, Martial. No fouls again. Well played, Pogba. No foul again. Ref's crap. How can you have all these? Good tackle by Brandon Williams. Both managers are playing this correct. They're playing for second half. We gave them successes that we will exploit second half. Ollie is playing this right, says James H. I hope so, mate. I'm just going to keep an eye on this. I think we're playing a back five. Michelangelo69 says I think we're playing a back five. No, we're not. Matic is... How can he give a foul for that? And then he just didn't give a foul on Martial and Bruno. The ref's a prat. I can't stand Martin Atkinson. You're a prat. Welcome to the Prat Club. You've got lifetime membership for free. We've got none of those free kicks today. None of these 50-50 free kicks. We've not had any, and Leicester have had them all. Because he's a Chelsea fan, Martin Atkinson. I'm convinced of it. No, we're not playing a back five because Matic is not playing there at the moment. I think with the ball we're not. See, Mason Greenwood's hardly been in the game, has he? Not because he's bad. We've just not got the ball to the front three enough. I'm having a beer after the game. If I drink before the final whistle, it will get messy. TT Vivan Box says, this is terrible. We need to win. George Youngday says that Atkinson's actually a Leeds fan. And Matic just drops into the back five to bring forward, says Luke Haynes. Yeah, I thought that's what I was thinking, to be fair. That's a terrible ball out. Well done, Williams. To be fair, for all the criticism of Brandon Williams, and I don't think he gives as much balance, defensively, they've not really done much down that side today. What they might do is bring Perez on to do it. Mange says, don't worry, Johnny Evans will do the job for us. Something going on with this referee, says Marcy. Well, we don't want anything to be going on with the referee, really, do we? So Creative says we should go for an Ndidi. You've been on about it for a while, like Bruno. Well, I'm not the only one. A lot of you said about Ndidi. They just won't sell him. Williams' one-footedness kills the spacing in the final third, pushing Rashford back and Bruno out of the centre. Matic can't be subbed. No alternative, says Sean Finity. Here's Iheanacho. Albrighton. Good cross, and it's Lindelof again, who I think Lindelof is just turning into man of the match. It's raining as well in this game at the moment. Iheanacho tries a shot, hits Maguire in the face. Nice little ball by Bruno. No, it's not a nice ball by Bruno. Oh, why do we have to do it the hard way? Why can't we just be 4-0 up? I had a cigar ready and everything. DJ time, says Paddy Harper. I mean, it isn't really DJ time. It would be on my FIFA career mode. I know what you're saying, but it isn't really DJ time because we're not playing the ball into those areas to do anything with it. Nice by Pogba into Bruno. Have a look. Martial leaves it for Rashford. Oh. I don't understand why people are talking badly about Williams. He's been great today, says Daniel Parr. I wouldn't go that far, mate. But yeah, I'd agree he's not been terrible. Oh. Chase him, Marcus. I don't think he's been terrible at all. I just think that he doesn't provide any balance. Wan-Bissaka, that's a good driving run. That's a terrible pass. You see, you run all that way with the ball, and then how's that not a foul on bloody Lindelof? We're just not getting. Here we go. Perez is coming on. We need the man with the pineapple on the touchline, says Jonathan Matthews, and I don't understand why people are talking bad. Yeah, we've done that one. Ah. Steve Lebo says all the talk from Ollie is a load of bullshit. Unless something changes in the second half, then whatever he says from here on out means nothing. It's a fatigue problem. Do not come at. I hope you're a troll Arsenal fan, because if I hear fatigue or tiredness as an excuse for this today, if you can't raise it for one last game in a Manchester United shirt and you're tired, get your P45 and leave. It is not tiredness today. It's confusion and a lack of application. It is not tiredness. Matic is starting to run the midfield a bit, you know. I've noticed that this second half. He's pushing the team forward. I think Ollie knows he can't see this game out. We've got to try and score. Can we remind ourselves Brandon Williams is a youngster like Mason Greenwood, says 4ace. I mean, there's nothing wrong with Brandon Williams. I don't know why people are going in on him. The problem is he's a right footer playing at left back. And he could be 29, 19, 15, whatever. He's always going to be a right footer playing at left back. And that does cause problems with the balance. But we haven't got anybody else. So he has to come back on his right foot. Oh, dear me. See, we're back in our own half from a ball that would be whipped in by a left footer. That last few seconds goes perfectly with the sentence before. He gets the ball on the far left-hand side, level with the penalty box, where a left footer would whip the cross in. He has to play a pass backwards and we end up on the halfway line again because he's not left-footed. And yeah, there were United fans saying, Brandon Williams, you'd barely know he's right-footed because he's so two-footed. He's not. He's very left-footed. Greenwood, switch it. Oh, get out of the way, Bruno. Well done, Wan-Bissaka. Needs some help. Does well. Goes nowhere. We need to cut through Leicester's midfield, says James 220609. 56 minutes gone. We are pushing more forward in this game. What is that pass from Rashford? Somebody tell me what that pass was there. He needs to be warming some players up because these lot have had an hour now, and if you've not performed, you've got to get them off. But we're definitely playing more on the front foot. I tell you, Leicester in the last 20 minutes, they're going to go for it. Go on, go on. Oh, nearly. Greenwood nearly getting Martial in. Team management, says Kevin Tilley. I'll tell you what, I think you're getting to that point now. If United score first, it'll be very hard for Leicester to get to. But they're making their sub. Perez comes on, and it'd be interesting what they do here. Will they take a striker off? I think he will. I think he'll take Iheanacho off. Yep. 2 up front. Rashford not up for this at all, says Jonathan Matthews. Arse cheeks are clenched, says Will Chan. Robbo FM, I think it's obvious we need to add a backup left back to the transfer list next season. Williams should be Wan-Bissaka's backup. Yeah, I think that makes a lot of sense. Well, Perez is a decent player for Leicester. I'm surprised he didn't start, but maybe this was always part of the plan. There's no extra time, no. It's not literally a cup final. Well, Leicester have got a good free kick opportunity here. Cover your eyes up. You know what? The thing is, if I'm absolutely honest with you, and there is 36,000 people, so I've got to be honest. All through this game, when it started to go wrong after 10 minutes, I felt there's going to be a moment where you just explode with frustration. And this... Fucking hell! Why does De Gea make you feel like that was okay? It's hit the bloody bar from that header. Oh my God. Why does De Gea act like that's not going in? It bloody drops on the bloody bar. My God. Vardy flicks it from quite far out off the free kick, and De Gea's sort of like, and then it drops on the bloody bar. It's so close to dropping. Well, it's a foot from dropping in, but it was closer than De Gea would have you believe. Well, then again, do we trust De Gea? Now it's Leicester's turn to have a little bit. I want to cry, says Jay Garner. Oh my God. If I was Leicester, I'd have a go against this defence. They've got another corner here. I mean, where's the marking here? Wan-Bissaka's not tight enough. That cross, Williams isn't tight enough. We're not tight enough. You've got to mark your players. Please help me, Mark. I can't watch, says Kylo7. Hey, don't you lot bloody disappear if this goes wrong. There's people out there praying that this goes wrong for us so they can just laugh at us. The players don't get it. They just don't get what it means. That's the sad thing. They just don't get what it means. They've just not switched on. However this game goes, we've spent an hour of it not good enough. Johnny Evans went down, and I think we've been given the free kick there. I'm ready to crap my pants, says Jacob. I'm beyond nervous. Please, can we make Ollie director of football? He's got a good record buying players, but he's a poor manager in all respects, says Brad Lewis. Attacks on the left are better when Williams runs outside instead of pushing in, but Rashi is not on his game. Yeah, I mean, that's a very good point from Sean Finity. If you watch Brandon Williams for the next few minutes, he is actually tucking in like a left-sided centre midfielder when he goes forward. He's not providing the width. He tucks in. I think that's obviously because he's right-footed. Maguire needs to command the defence and the whole team. He just doesn't look like he wants to win. This is Naveen. And Lindelof's got a yellow card for a foul on Vardy now. Probably was. Well, we will be getting your player ratings, of course. You can vote for your player ratings when they go up on the website. They'll be going up in about 10-15 minutes' time, but it's another chance for Leicester to whip a cross in here. And in the last 5 minutes, Leicester have started to get a little bit of momentum. The only people on that pitch that care about the badge are Marcus. Vardy, over the bar. Cracking under real pressure, and Greenwood, a teenager, says Wolfie. Why ain't Telly on the sideline screaming at these bottle jobs? We've gone backwards, tactics and all, says Sean Turner. And we've got nearly 2,000 watching on Twitch. Please give us a follow if you're watching on Twitch, because we're very close to 10,000 followers on there. We do the match watch-alongs on Twitch. Obviously, fan cams, etc. will be on the YouTube channel. But thanks everyone who is getting on there. Let's go Manchester, says Neil Undertaker. And wow, Mark, you really are giving Ollie a pass here, says Biggie Third. I'm not giving Ollie a pass, mate. I just feel that I don't know what I don't know. Look, if we get top 4, everything becomes a terrible ball by Pogba. It's a bit like Vieira. Rashford wins it back. Well done. Why would you try and play a ball to Bruno when he's 2 yards behind Justin and Justin's quicker than him, behind him? They score first. There is no way but we can get back up a gear, says Johnny B. Goodwin. No, there isn't. I've been looking forward to this game for so long. Now I just want it to be over. We look so organised to start, full of energy, then just look lost, says Daniel Luciano. Yeah, look, on the Ollie thing, I've got to be honest and say that, look, of course, if you're not happy with him, that's totally right. Lindelof's our best player so far. What do you think, says B. Yakov? Yeah, I do. I think Lindelof would be my man of the match. I mean, to be honest, they're all going to get low play ratings from me unless something happens in the last 25 minutes. I think, if 6 is average, how many people get 6? I think Maguire and Greenwood deserve a 6 because they've absolutely been deprived of the ball. Midfield, none of them would get a 6 for me. It's been a really, really dreadful performance from United again. And of course, you've got to give the manager and the coaching staff. I mean, the bottom line is weak Leicester side. This is not Leicester. This has not got Maddison. It's not got Sionku. It's not got Ricardo Pereira. It's not got their first choice left back in Chilwell. It's not. Mr. Glenn Johnson says, I can't take it anymore. I'm pouring my glass early. My heartbeats are through the roof. Need something to calm me down. The players don't calm me. Manager can't be sitting in a corner at a game like this. He looks way more nervous than the players, says Sunshine Digital Media Agency. How is it Ollie's fault that our depth is so poor? We're playing 2 teenagers in the most important game of the season. I had a dream where we needed a draw to qualify and Leicester won a penalty last minute. De Gea saves it. Says Liam Thacker. Yeah, I don't think any of us can live that, Liam. Oh, don't worry. He's going to miss it anyway. Come on, United. Just show a bit of fight. Wan-Bissaka into Martial. We're playing for the draw, says Sean Turner. Yeah, but how can you play for the draw? That's terrible by Bruno. I would even think about taking Bruno off. It's been awful. Yeah, how can you play for a draw in a game where in the last 10 minutes this team won't care if they lose 3-0 or 4-0? They will just go for it. So They will literally throw everybody up. Kasper Schmeichel will be playing at centre-back in the last 10 minutes because they need to win. So I wouldn't trust us to play for a draw. A lot of people saying we need a Garlo. For what? We're not getting the ball to the front three to use a Garlo. So shite. Absolutely shit. I would take Bruno off. I know I'm wearing a Bruno t-shirt, and I hope he proves me wrong, but I would take him off. He's probably been overplayed as White Owl. He's just not having a good game. Here we go! That's a penalty! He didn't get the ball! That's a penalty! The referee's giving it! Get in! Get in! Get in! Yellow card for Johnny Evans. We just said that about Bruno as well. There it is. Penalty for Manchester United. Greenwood with the tackle. Bruno with the pass. Oh, he might have got the ball. I think he's got the bloody ball. I think Johnny Evans gets a touch on the ball. He does. He gets a bloody touch on the ball. My eyes are bleached. He gets a touch on the ball. He gets a touch on the ball. Or does he? Is there a foul by... There's a foul by... no. There's a foul. It's Wes Morgan. Wes Morgan fouls him. Wes Morgan fouls him. That's a penalty. It's Wes Morgan who fouls him. That's a penalty. That is a penalty. That's got to be a penalty. That's an absolute disgrace if they overturn it. Wes Morgan fouls him. Johnny Evans gets the ball, but Wes Morgan fouls him. That's a foul. This is a huge moment and it has to be a penalty. I thought Johnny Evans might have got a little touch on the ball. It's not clear. It's not a clear and obvious mistake. Get in. It's a penalty. Manchester United. Ollie. Bruno. Bruno. Come on. Bruno steps up. Get in! Get in! Bruno Fernandes! The t-shirt does its thing. Manchester United 1-0 up. Sit down and have some of that. Haters, sit down. Ram that right up your arse. It's 1-0 to Manchester United. It's Bruno Fernandes. Come on. Come on. And it's Bruno who made it. It's Martial and it's Bruno Fernandes who puts it away. Get in. Gary Lineker. Walker's Crisps. Red Leicester cheese. Sit down, Leicester City. In fact, the only thing that's red about Leicester right now is the red of Manchester United. Get in. Yes. Get in. Bloody hell. You know what? I know we've not played well. I sod that. I don't even care. It's a 38-game season. And Bruno's not gone off. It's a drink spray. Oh. I feel exhausted. It's a heart attack on toast, this game. It literally is. It's 1-0 to Manchester United. That's the quality of Bruno Fernandes. We were all even thinking he's playing dreadful. We should all apologise. He's had a terrible game, but that one moment that you need him for to create the chance and score the goal. Oh, he's done it. He's bloody well done it. Martial, lovely run by him, of course. You've got to give him the credit. I'm exhausted. Who else is exhausted? I'm exhausted. There's still 20 minutes to go. Leicester will still have a go. It's not over yet. They're making 3 substitutions. And they will go for it. Oh, the t-shirt. I tell you what, there's something about these t-shirts. They just do it all the time. Penchester at it again. I don't care. I don't care. I absolutely don't care. I really don't care. I'm not bothered. My heart can't handle this, says Luke Purdy, but at least now we've got something to hold on to. 20 minutes is not, it's a long time. Oh, God. Oh, dear me. Let's calm down. How is that not a red on Morgan, though? Goal scoring opportunity, says Pumpkin Spice Latte. Oh, it's some double jeopardy crap. Breathe, my friend. We can finally breathe. Thank you, says Omar. And Portuguese Magnifico, I'm literally shaking right now, says Trent Laser. And breathe. Yeah, we've done that. Well, thanks, everybody. Portugal, yeah, we've done that as well. This is Paris all over again. I'm so nervous, says Mr. Glenn Johnsons. That's why he came in, Mr. Game Changer, Bruno. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, God, there's still plenty of time to go. Still plenty of time to go. Bruno, the big game player we need. Let's try and get another. I actually thought, for a moment there, I was a little bit worried about that penalty because I thought Johnny Evans got the ball. But for me, when you watch it back, it's Wes Morgan. They sandwiched him. Bruno, the big game player we need, says Aaron Heckmat. And whoop, whoop, I have a candle lit. All the Irish know what I mean, says Anthony Dunn. And Tyler Reid, that's why he came in. Yep. The Royal Mail X says keep it up. And I'm worried about Bruno. We cannot afford to lose him, says Olakshi Batsuk. And like, we just need to breathe for a bit. I think the team needs to just breathe for a bit. Calm it down for a little bit. We're going to have to do a little bit of defensive work here. They will definitely create chances now. They've got Damari Gray on. They're going to go on the attack. Oh! Half a chance for Barnes there on the turn. What's the defence doing there? What is the defence doing here? Cross comes in from Damari Gray. Brandon Williams doesn't stop it. And Vardy, well, I don't know. This is how quickly it can change. If they score quickly, it can change really, really quick. The lads need a proper rest after this, especially Bruno. They're probably gassed out, says Arch. Both our centre-backs should have a yellow, says Michelangelo 69. And focus is the thing now, says England is amazing. Focus United, says TVN. Bruno has ice running through his veins, says Edits. I know, you never think he's going to miss a penalty, Bruno Fernandes, do you? That's the thing. You never think he's going to miss it. And, you know, Kasper Schmeichel's a very, very good goalkeeper. And you never really feel that he's going to miss that penalty. Well, this is another soft one. Another soft free kick here for Leicester. Not happy about this. Please subscribe to the channel if you're new. Bottom right hand corner. Hopefully we're going to be a Champions League channel next season. Champions League watch-alangs could be back, but they're not back yet. Let's not jinx it or any of that crap. United are 1-0 up here. The haters are hating. They're calling us Penchester United. Love it. Absolutely love it. But it's not done yet. Leicester with a cross. It's a decent... No, it's a crap cross and it's gone for a goal kick. One of the best crosses I've ever seen. Thank you for that crappy cross. Greenwood has been the best player on the pitch for me. Pressed to win that ball that resulted in the penalty and has been the only one creating, says Barry. Jesse Lingard's coming on. I agree with this. Just get him to come on and run around. I totally agree with this substitution. It's got my backing. Not that he needs it. Greenwood, oh, I don't know about that. Not so sure I would have took Mason off, but there you go. T-shirt does its thing. Manchester United 1-0 up. Sit down and have some of that. Haters, sit down. Ram that right up your arse. It's 1-0 to Manchester United. It's Bruno Fernandes. Moments, eh? Moments. Anyway, it's not over yet. That could all come back to bite me. I lost in the moment a little bit with the whole Gary Lineker thing. But emotions. We've had an emotional few days and we've had a really emotional game. What's the best thing? Ollie goes 5 at the back in a minute and play on the counter. Lingard's last minutes for United, says Ninja Smurf United. Could be. Johnny Evans, Super Red up the Ulster men. Come on United, let's get Sancho signed up now. Jesse Langandino, says Andy Duffy. Look out for the substitutions. Who the hell can we call to make a difference? Absolute useless board. Leicester City made 350 million from selling players during Klopp, says Avend D. And I'm happy we're winning, but I don't want to get too excited about this. My nerves getting up top 4 level ambition. We need to aim higher and expect more, says Streaming Without It. Hey, look, you know what? I think in the days and weeks to come, Jesse Golding coming to Sunshine Digital Media Agency. In the days and weeks to come, oh my life, great chance for Leicester. Good block by Williams, and Wes Morgan should have made it 1-1. And there's still 12 minutes to go. Where is the marking again? Where is the marking from Manchester United again here? That is an absolute golden opportunity for Wes Morgan, and he swings at thin air. I just don't think we've been good today. Maybe we won't need to be good today. Oh, God. If we win, I'm becoming a member, says Shan. Jesse Lingard will bury one shortly, says King. And Ole Gunnar Solskjaer showing his night for the Bruno needs to come off for Fred. That's gone off Vardy's head. That's called a goal kick. 12 minutes to go. I'm opening up the player ratings as well. I'm just about to drop the link in the video description for you. Remember, if you want to do the player ratings, well, I'll show you how to do it. I'll show you on screen. It will kill a minute or two. I'm all for killing minutes in a game that we need to kill minutes in. It will kill a minute or two. I'm all for killing minutes in a game that we need to kill. So, if you look at the link in the video description, this will take you to your player ratings page. You just go down and you start giving every player a mark out of 10, 6 being average. So, you know, imagine I give De Gea a 6. People have been voting already. Every player you need to give a mark out of 10, 6 being average, of course. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer gets a mark as well. Put a star next to your player of the match, and then it will have submit, and then your scores will go into the arena where it will aggregate everybody's score in the player rating. So you get the most complete player ratings system in sports entertainment. So yeah, that's what you need to do. Links in the video description. You can start voting for your player ratings now. Oh, let's forget about all this. We can't. It's massive. It's now 10 minutes. I don't care what's happening in the other Premier League games. I'll watch it on Match of the Day. All I care about is Manchester United playing against Leicester and hopefully getting top 4 in what has been a very disjointed Manchester United performance, but ultimately a very result-based performance, hopefully. Just keep hold of the ball now. They're going to press us. They're going to get lots of people forward. And if we're clever, we might even get a chance to hit them on the break. Free kick on Martial. Does his job. Does his job. Oh God, I don't know what to touch. Yeah, obviously I do. I'm not going to touch anything sinister, but I don't know what to touch. I'm just very nervous. I think we're all very nervous. Leicester now coming forward. Why? Don't show me what's going on in Bournemouth. Oh, Pickford's let that in, but go back to the Leicester game. Damari Gray. Oh, God, it's just gone wide. Well, Bournemouth, I think, are staying up at the moment. I don't care. I'm not interested, but I think Bournemouth might be staying up. If you care, I personally don't care. I'm more interested in this game. And he's booking somebody here. Oh, God. I tell you what, though. I won't believe this until the game's over, because I've seen teams score twice in stoppage time before. Oh, here we go. Harry Maguire again. Silly. Just stand him up. You're on the edge of the box. What? Why? You don't need to do that, Harry. Why are you doing that? In fact, you could even have a second yellow for that. Why has he had to do that? Stupid. Is that leadership? Is that leadership from Harry Maguire? Stupid bloody challenge. Right on the edge of the box. Dead centre. Matic late on a tackle as well. This is if you're good at football, you score this free kick. Damari Gray. This is a bloody golden opportunity for a free kick. Oh, off the wall. The wall does its job. Well done. Well done. Bloody hell. Joshua Williams says, this changes nothing, Ollie out. Well, I don't know whether I'd go that far, but... minutes in. So, if you look at the link in the video... Cross coming in again. Well out by Matic. It's going to be backs to the wall here, and it's a foul anyway. Oh, my life. If we win, I want to hear some singing, Goldbridge, says Ty Dixon. And Saeed will say Maguire only tackles poorly like that because we don't have Koulibaly, says Michael Hawkes. And latest member of the club is Uncle Drew. Thanks for joining. 39,000 nearly watching. We could have Champions League football next season. We are literally about 10 minutes away from getting it. Scott McTominay's coming on. Bruno comes off. We've been through the ringer, haven't we? We knew this was going to happen, and we've been through the bloody ringer.
What if you could have 40 free spins exclusively on 2 of our top...
Pogba will go as a cam. Make the tackles. Good tackle, McTominay. That's it. I'm disappointed we haven't hurt them on the break. Whiskey and Chicken does its job. Evan's still a red, says Alpha Stark. And welcome to Rockin' Toes, latest member of the United Stand Members Club. Everton losing 3-1 to Bournemouth. Pickford making a stupid mistake is the reason for the third, says Joel Morris. I saw that. Still 5 minutes to go. Games can change very quickly. I remember, was it 7 years ago, 8 years ago? United looked like they were going to win an unlikely tournament. We did our job against Sunderland. City were losing going into stoppage time, and they ended up winning by the end of it, and a title had gone. So things can change very quickly. Luke Thomas on for George Hurst, not Jeff Hurst. I'm a little bit disappointed that United haven't caused any problems on the break. I'd like to have seen us do a little bit more on the break. But I think Matic has played well this second half, you know. Remember, you can do your player ratings, links in the video description. Grealish has kept them up, says Philip Burtonwood. Parage Decker, latest member of the United Stand Members Club. You said you would spank your own bum if we scored, Mark. We're waiting, says Barry. Kinky. Hey, Mark, I'm a bit disappointed that you don't ship United Stand shirts to Australia. I think we do. If you want to get a t-shirt, collector's items now. Bruno t-shirts. They've been fantastic. And Martial and Rashford. Links are they're not in the video description. They're actually on YouTube now. If you look under the video, you can get them through YouTube. So there you go. I think West Ham have scored as well. As I said, Pickford won't be popular in Birmingham. If West Ham score again. I think United... Well, I'm not going to say anything. I'm not saying anything. I'm not going to say I think United are going to see this out. I'm trying to just fill time here. And oh, there's an email I got from car insurance to fill out. That'll take a couple of minutes. I'm just so nervous. I'm just so bloody nervous. Please start singing, Marky. I've got my beer out now, says Gold Peace Prosperity. I need a beer. Hello? I need a beer. I need a beer, please. I desperately need a beer. Give us a follow if you're watching on Twitch. We're very close to 10,000. And make sure you follow if you're watching. Give us a subscribe, bottom right-hand corner on YouTube. 89th minute here. Man of the match is Matic, second half, says John Sherrill. I do think that Matic has played very well second half. There was a notable change from the first half. But the ref is a bloody disgrace. Shocking, says Rudy. In what sense? I don't know. Lingard passes it to a Leicester player. They're on the attack. Why can't Ollie get off his chair and motivate the team ever, says Amy Hockey. And love United stand. What a season, says Karan. "89 minutes. The ball's in the goalkeeper's arms. Pace in the back garden. I can't watch, says Sean Collins. Screw the beer, Mark. I've got the Jamesons, says Spucko21. I've got to do a match reaction yet. Right, Martial's got it in the corner. 5 minutes added on. There's plenty of time yet. Plenty of time yet. Where's 5 minutes come from? I don't know, Richie. I've got no idea why there's 5 minutes. Lingard. Oh, it's a foul against Pogba, who doesn't look very happy about that. Oh, Brandon Williams. They're going to get another chance here. Yellow card. You see, that's what happens when you get a right footer. If he's a left footer there, he doesn't make that sort of tackle. You can't commit your tackle like that. Schmeichel's up. If they score now, they've got time. You know, you've got to ride out at least another 3 minutes. You know, you can score 2 goals quick. Cross comes in. And it's a foul. Get up, Harry. It'll give more injury time, Harry. Just get up. See, Harry Maguire. He's not marking anybody again. You've got to start marking players. What happened in mid-table matters anyway? What did Spurs do and everybody else? I don't care. I don't know. Who's finishing 7th or 8th or 9th or 6th or whatever. We don't care. We don't look down. As Sia once said, you know, Martial's got it in the corner. Oh, yes. Well done, Anthony. Pogba. Let's have another go. Oh, that's a free kick. I think Johnny Evans is getting a red. Johnny Evans is a red. I'd have to see that back. Scott McTominay looks hurt. Yeah, this is a red card as well. It's nasty. Oh, that looks bad for Scott McTominay as well. You don't want to see that. Not from Johnny Evans as well. He's all right. He's up. He's on his feet. It's mad, isn't it? This is a whole season's work. What a season it's been as well. A whole season's work. What a season it's been. And to come out of it with top 4. United have got a free kick here as well. A few super chats. So similar to first game against Leicester, says Tim said 30p. Gotta love United, really. Thought they'd bottle it today, says Ryan Robb. Johnny Evans, United man of the match, says Josh Sutton. Johnny Evans is a red, is a red, is a red. Johnny Evans is a red. He hates Leicester, says Man United lists. Free kick here. I'd just shoot if I was Pogba. Let's go. Glory, glory, Man United, says Patrick St. Pierre. I told you Johnny's a red, says Ben. Subscribe if you're new, bottom right hand corner. I think just shoot, Pogba. Shoot. No, we're going for the corner. Game management. Team management. The ref's going to blow up in a minute. And it'll be job done for Ollie. Question marks that I would probably pick up later on tomorrow about, you know, whether we've played well or not. Oh, I fucking really hurt my finger then. About whether we've done, whether we played or approached the game well. I think we've just totally ran out of gas, really, to be honest with you. But ultimately, Igalo's going to come on and Fosu Mensah's going to come on. Ollie's at the wheel. Well, West Ham have drawn with Villa, so Villa stay up. Bournemouth go down. Villa will be able to get a good price for Grealish. It's not all gone our way. Bournemouth down with Watford. We don't care about that. We're not bothered about that. Wonder what the Prat in the Hat's thinking now. Sit down and enjoy your FA Cup. You'll only ever be in the Europa League. 4 years in a row. Igalo's got it. I'm just happy. Well, I'll say what I think when the game's over, but I'm just happy for all United fans. Martial's coming off. I do think we're building something. I do think it's going to take time. Jesse Lingard. Yes! Jesse Lingard! He scores a goal! He's had this for ages! Jesse Lingard! He's done it! I'm going to do... Yeah! Come on! 2-0! Jesse Lingard! Peter Schmeichel's son makes a mistake, and Jesse Lingard is there to tap it home. 2-0 Manchester United! Champions League! And finally, Jesse Lingard scores a goal. I'm hyperventilating. Jesse Lingard scores for Manchester United. The Champions League is ours. Ollie celebrates. It's done and dusted. He's over the moon that Jesse scores the tap in. It doesn't matter. It was over anyway. But I tell you, I just want to say this to each and every rival fan, to everybody who's tried to banter us, who everybody thought that they were going to have their Sunday night taking the piss out of Manchester United. We have rammed that hate so far up your backside, the lump in your throat is your nose. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. Because we're going to enjoy it. Champions League football back at Manchester United. Top 4. No, 3rd. Somebody said in lockdown, Manchester United are going to finish 3rd above Leicester. And they got laughed at. Some United fans laughed at that person. That person was me. So therefore that person is you and the United stand. And we are in the Champions League. 2-0 victors. Champions League, baby. It's coming back to Manchester United. And I couldn't be more happier. I could not be more happier. Did we play well? No. Did we run out of steam in the last couple of weeks? Yes. But I tell you what those players are going to take from that, I tell you, this club's going to go places. I think, if you're one of those fans who are going to sit there and say, we played badly, still Ollie out, this, that and the other. That's not how football works. I've watched Manchester United for many years. I've seen United just get over the line to win titles. I've seen United fall off the pace. I've seen United do loads and loads and loads of things where they haven't performed as well as they maybe should have done. And maybe we didn't perform as well as we should have done yesterday. And maybe that was a weakened Leicester team. But you can't argue with the fact that we've won the game 2-0, 11 against 11. And there is improvement to be had there. And actually, I think one of the big positives for me as well is that when you look at it, when you really, really look at it in an honest way, if Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and his coaching staff and his players and Ed Woodward and the Glazers don't know what we know, that team still needs massive amounts of work to get anywhere near a title, then they're idiots. And I don't think they are idiots. And they need to now go and do what that team and that result has given us a chance to do today. Jadon Sancho, Champions League football, a platform, 3rd. We finished bloody 3rd. We're 3rd. We're the 3rd best team in England. And at times, we've played like the 13th best team in England. But we finished this season in 3rd. We are 3rd. And to anybody who's going, oh, look at them celebrating 3rd, you're celebrating mid-table matters. Unless you're Liverpool, and I don't think Liverpool really give a shit what we're doing. Man City and our Avani fans, we finished 3rd. We're the 3rd best club in England. But I don't really care what's going on outside. And I said this a few weeks ago and I'll say it again. Manchester United, I want Manchester United to be chasing down Liverpool and Man City. I don't want to look behind. I don't want to look down. And that's what today was all about. Don't look down. Don't ever look down. Look up. Those players need to believe in themselves now. They need to bleed for that shirt and they need to believe in themselves now. They need to go and absolutely realise that from lockdown, they've been unbeaten. They played really, really well. They lost their way a little bit, but when push came to shove, they got themselves over the line. They got themselves over the line and they produced. They got what they needed to do. And it wasn't pretty. Of course it wasn't pretty at times. But ultimately, Champions League football next season at Manchester United. Free up your Thursday nights, people. Do a yoga class. Get down the gym. Maybe take up pottery. Because we ain't doing anything on Thursday nights anymore. We'll be on a Tuesday and a Wednesday. Champions League football back where it belongs. And the ramifications of that are massive. Yes, transfers-wise, we've just £70 million has just landed in Ollie's lap. But on top of that, those players are not bottlers. And that's what I wanted to come out from this game. Those players are not bottlers anymore. They got into a position to get top 4. They started to slip a little bit with the loss to Chelsea, the draw to Southampton, the draw with West Ham. But today, they've got over the line. They've got over the line. They've won a game. They didn't draw. They got over the line by winning a game. And it wasn't pretty at times, and there were some dodgy performances again. But I feel in the second half, we got the job done. And look, it's not always going to be pretty. And, you know, I've watched enough football. I'm sure a lot of you have watched football. The positivity that will bring to that team, the belief that will bring to that team, they will actually start to grow. They will actually start to get better. I told you Lingard would blast one in, says King. I'm just so glad I've got one of these to hand. Told you Lingard would blast one in, says King Monkey. Look, that could be, in all seriousness, that could be Jesse Lingard's last touch for Manchester United, last goal. It should be. And what a way to go. He should go now. He should leave. 20 million in United's pocket. Go and finish your career somewhere else. Go and get your England place back. You're not good enough for Manchester United, but all the best. Thanks for your work here. And what a way for it to finish. If United are going places, and I think they are, and United are going to go for the next level, then that should be bye-bye Jesse Lingard, thank you very much. And that should be the end of it. That's what should happen. It should be bye-bye to some other players as well, but we'll talk about that later. The point is, the Europa League for me is just an enjoyment exercise. If we win the Europa League, great, but we don't have the pressure of having to win it for the Champions League. We want to win it because we want to win the Europa League, but we've got Champions League football in the bank. Manchester United, looking at the table, 3rd place. That's what it's all about now. That is what it's all about. And look, I'm just over the moon. I'm over the moon with it. I'm sort of like I'm a bit in a haze. And I think we all are. I'm a bit in a haze. I've got a massive headache. I definitely need some alcohol. I'm gonna have to get some alcohol before I do the match reaction. But I'm just. It's gonna take some time to settle in. I'm gonna enjoy match of the day later. But I'm just overjoyed with what Manchester United have achieved this season. I think Bruno Fernandes has been the catalyst. And even when we didn't play particularly well in that game, I think we came through and produced what we needed to produce to get that over the line. So absolutely over the moon. Lingardino with the winner, says Daz. We couldn't have had it any better. We couldn't have had it go any better for us. I'm so happy. And I just want to say to everybody who supports this channel, whether you're a member, whether you just watch the channel, subscribe if you're new, bottom right hand corner. We've been on the journey the last few years, and I really do feel confident. I said it in lockdown. I think United will get 3rd, and we did it. I think my second prediction is, I think this team is going places with this manager, and I think we will. We're not going to win the league next year, I don't think, but I think we will keep getting better. And the big thing for me today, it's not really about signing Jadon Sancho. I think we will sign Sancho for definite now, 100%. That's what the next few weeks are going to be about. But I think we've given ourselves a platform to believe now. Those players know what they can do. They can win playing badly. They can get top 3 playing badly, and that's exactly what they've done. Balls of steel from Bruno, says K9 Academy. And right time for business. Let's start off with a 6-year contract for Jesse, then Sancho. Look, if we give a new contract to Jesse, that's a step backwards. But look, links in the video description for the player ratings. I'm going to be doing that on the match reaction. The link's in the description for the match reaction. I'll be live over there in about a minute's time. Just going to get myself a drink and get ready. But you can vote for your player ratings in the video description as well. Go to the Man United website, give everybody a mark out of 10, including the manager, submit, and then that will go into the aggregated scores for the game. Thanks everyone who has been watching on Twitch as well. Give us a follow on there. Make sure you subscribe if you're new on YouTube. And I'll be over for the player ratings in about a minute or two. See you in a moment. Links in the video description, and get your votes in as well. Oh, lovely.